Welcome to D&D with THC. This is episode 10 of the Lost Minds of Phandelver. And take it over to the DM. Take it over, Jared.
Alrighty, so you guys left off at a pretty monumentous occasion. You managed to rid the town of these red brands that have been heckling the folks the entire time. You saw them rise up against their oppressors. You came into the town, a welcomed party. You were given your own little clubhouse. You had quite a few different encounters throughout this. Dab going out and finding a new quarterstaff. You had Ganja going out and having a little bit of a religious awakening, being offered a quest to go talk to a banshee. You ended the stream or the end of the session last time in your new hideout. It's riddled with fire and scorches, and it's a real messed up place right now. A nice 2-story inn that's been given to you. And the last thing that happened was you heard a bunch of banging on the door on one of the benches that were sitting against the wall. Open it up, only to find your friend Richter, who had fallen into a sarcophagus over in the Red Brand hideout some time ago. That is where you sit. Several options laid in front of you, just to get everybody up to speed. You have the ruins of Thunder Tree that Myrna was recommending you go to get some emerald some emerald jewels that she offered as payment for getting her and her kids out of the Red Brand hideout. She also mentioned that used to be a thriving a village and marketplace. However, it's been taken over by some unkindly folk. You also have the old owl well, which your good friend Darren Edermath told you about, who said that there was some undead and again unfavorables sitting around that area that was harming some of the locals. You were told a while ago about some orcs in the Wyvern Tor area right along the Tribor Trail that have been giving a lot of problems to a lot of the folks that are traveling up and down that area. And then finally, to Ganja, you were told about Agatha's lair, which sits out in Coneyberry. Agatha being the banshee that will reveal a truth to you if you want to. So you actually know where that is as well.
Can you ping Coneyberry on the map for me, just so I have an idea? Oh, it's right there. I did not see that. Perfect. Oh, so Agatha's there.
You are all currently sitting in the in your I guess new hideout, and I think the first thing that anybody with a new hideout has to do is name it.
The Dab Den.
The fucking Dab Den.
So I mean, you guys are all in a conversation right now. You've come up with the idea that okay, yeah, we've got to name this place. We've got to give it a new name other than the Sleeping Giant Inn, just because that held a lot of disdain with the folks, and I think that's one of the first things that Sildar probably recommended you do. So,
What are we naming this joint?
What about the Waking Giant Inn?
Where
a new.
My vote would definitely be for the Dab Den.
No, we really going to live in an establishment called the Dab Den, mate.
Find the Dab Depot, or Depot if you're French.
I'm such a cultured swine. And I'm a fucking pirate.
Yeah. That was great. Oh man.
This
THC
place
Tavern.
is called Phandelver.
Just put that on stream.
I don't know. Have we got anybody in stream? If somebody subscribes, you can name our base.
Yeah, we're not gonna
How
wait
about
for that.
THC Tavern.
I like the THC Tavern.
Yeah.
I like the sound of the.
I do like the idea. I mean, by the end of the stream, why don't we see what kind of input we get? And
For now, it's the THC Tavern.
for now, it's the THC Tavern. That's the winner.
Indeed, it is.
So, I mean, you guys are currently standing in the THC Tavern again. You still have sort of an inexplicable situation where your friend Richter has shown up inside of one of your benches as well. So
I gotta tell you, mate, you just seem to be the luckiest fuck possible.
Can we hire that guy that licks faces to be the bartender?
Oh, we cannot.
I don't like that guy.
Why would we ever do that?
That guy's not serving me alcohol.
Or Darren to be the? He'll
Not
forget.
allowed in here, mate.
We could get Darren to be the bartender. He would forget he charged people and then charge them again.
Or just forget that he didn't and not get paid.
Or he just give away our alcohol just because, mate.
Or he's taking us all for a ride and he remembers everything.
Yep, maybe we should.
And plus, you know how he feels about children in his establishment.
I know.
he'll never let you in, Dan.
I own this place. He'll let me in.
Children can't hold deeds. Don't try and trick me, little one.
All right. So, is there any benefit to upgrading our hideout or anything like that?
Yeah, I think we need to pour some money into this place because it is pretty much burned down.
Upgrading your
Get some
hideout.
entertainment.
Yeah, having a hideout.
Yes.
I think
How
you're
much-
missing the opportunity of all the horrors you wanted to put in here too.
Yeah,
Oh, we
but
can
we
hire
actually
them
have
too.
to, rebuild the place first. We can't just have the whores in here and it's burned up. What kind of establishment do you want to run, mate?
Well, the sound of it pretty greasy.
Racy's fine. Racy's fine. But not burnt out, crap house. Look.
Should we go to the well?
To the old owl well.
The old owl well.
Don't worry, Warren. There was some.
Or Darren wanted you to go.
I wonder if we could find some silver.
Oh, you want silver before
Who
you
are
head over
we
to
to
the well?
talk to, mate, about getting some repairs done to this place?
Are you talking to any of these folks? Because I'm not there.
I wonder who we need to talk to. We need to find out who can rebuild this place.
Well, I think a good place to start would be where we dropped off those wagons. They seem to have quite a bit of lumber and stuff coming in and out. If we did want to do that, or we could just go
True.
kill some shit if we want.
Kill shit.
Rebuild it with their dead bodies.
We could do that too.
But I will say this: the longer we don't repair the place, we keep coming back to it. It'll be burned the fuck up.
We'll just make sure we'll get Darren to look after it. We'll hire Darren to be the security guard.
To protect what? It's a burned out husk.
That's why we're hiring Darren. It'll be cheap. So what's headed down the well? Darren wants us to go to the well.
Darren had mentioned that there was some unfavorables down by the well, and he had a few of his acquaintances get troubled.
Where's the black spider?
Let's ask him to look after the place while we go take care of his problem. He can
Looking
look
after
one of ours.
the woman and her
Yeah,
children.
he took the woman and the children. He got him back, and the town. Once he brought him back, that's how the town realized that we were good people, and that's what forced them to upturn against the Red Brands. So that his mission's already been done. I think he's just chilling back at the apple orchard. I would think.
Probably where we found him.
Well,
Where we
you go
found him the
get
first time. And you can go by yourself.
Yeah, I'm not.
Yeah.
I would say let's. Where was the black spider? Was the leader of the orcs, correct?
The black spider is the name, is the aberrant name that has been given to the mage that wants to take over the Wave Echo Cave and basically strip it of all of its goodies and wants to virtually kill the Rockseeker brothers so that he can get control of this area.
And buddy, we were originally moving this wagon for supposedly has a map, and he's trapped in a castle, correct?
Correct, and this is the Cragmaw Castle, although you haven't yet found out where it is.
Okay. And nobody has an idea where that is from within the town, or we still got to go ask around?
You would probably still have to ask around. Nobody's told you just yet.
All right, well, let's go to the well just to get shit moving here. We'll take care of Darren's stuff. Then he's going to owe us one, and maybe he'll all of a sudden start to remember something.
Hopefully.
on the way out of town, at least we should stop by the.
Yeah, we'll get some
Those
provisions
guys.
and shit. We'll go to the stores and get like health potions.
That's
if we
not what
need
I
it.
was gonna say.
Oh, sorry. Silver. We
I
need
was gonna
silver.
say that we should talk to somebody about getting repairs done on the THC Tavern.
Oh, okay.
Find a metal worker in this town. I don't remember. We got a map for this town, don't we?
Yeah, can you pull the
You
town
do
map
have a map
back
of this
up?
town. The
Should we go ask around instead?
You have. I mean, you can always go to the one place that you know will give you good answers, which is the Stonehill Inn. You do know of the smithy, so he would be the metal worker of the town, Pino.
Pino pissed on his forehead.
Also, there's
You
that woodworker too. He seems
Yeah.
like
Fuck. I did piss in this fucking establishment.
Yes, the smithy, known as the Sands.
What are the chances a woodworker has some silver, just lumps of silver lying around?
You could certainly try.
why do you need silver?
I have an idea.
Okay, so I'll go to the smithy and see if I can come across some.
So let me see. So Al's heading out to the smithy then.
Yeah, I'll see if I
You-
can talk to him about getting the repairs done in our house too.
If you're gonna head to the smithy and ask for some silver for me, I'm gonna hand him 50 gold.
Okay.
Well, you gotta buy it with something.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true.
I know it's totally
you
mad, but in the back of my mind, I just think scumbag. I don't know why. I didn't see it.
No, you think rich.
Okay, so you head off to towards the smithy again. You guys are walking through the town. It's mostly nice out. It's overcast. It's a regular day in the town. The town's bustling. There's people all around. There's not a lot exciting happening right now, but there is there's life in the town again, which is really nice to see. One thing you do recognize or necessarily notice is that you don't see Sildar walking anywhere around. But as you make your way over to the smithy, you sort of you've come across this great ornate anvil that sits over top of this shack, and you walk in, and once again you get greeted by the sight of just beautifully ornate weapons sitting all over the wall, a massive huge forge fire sitting in behind, and a very stout and strong dwarf sitting at the helm, just sort of banging away on a piece of iron behind a very stout,
So I come in.
strong.
Do they have like a desk or anything? Not a desk, but when you come in,
He's got So I mean, he's working in the back, like behind him. He's got a very big like a wooden carved bottom of the desk, and then the very top of it is a very almost like a solid chunk of iron that sits on top of the sort of the stored counter.
Ahoy, mate.
Good day to you, sir. What can I do for you?
Two things. The first is, do you have any? I need a piece of silver, perhaps several small pieces.
Pieces of silver are relatively rare in these parts. They used to come out of the caves, but they have not been around for a very long time.
And you said they used to come out of the mine, then?
Absolutely. When the mine was running, the Veveco cave used to bring lots of fantastic metals into the world of Phandelver. No more, sadly, my friend. No more.
Okay. Thank you. Secondly, I have recently come into ownership of what remains of the sleeping giant.
Are you carrying your weapon with you right now?
Yeah.
You are? Okay.
Yeah, I always carry my weapon, but it's sheathed.
Is it brandished? Like, is it visible at this point?
It's over my back. It's like a big greatsword, so I couldn't really hip it, but it's over my back.
It's over your back. Okay. He turns to you and goes, "Well, are you looking for somebody to repair some buildings for you?"
Yeah, indeed, man.
Haha! You should talk to my cousin Vili. He's a man who knows his way around the house and how to fix it.
Did you arrange a meeting with this gentleman?
Well, I don't exactly need to arrange a meeting, but he likes to hang around Barthen's all the time. He likes to get lots of work there.
Oh, okay. I see it on the map. Oh, thank you, sir.
My
And
pleasure.
I take my leave.
So as
What
you're
about that
walking,
silver?
he goes, I see you're a repeat customer.
I was recently came into this blade, but I did not purchase it myself.
Ah, well, it is a most excellent blade. Well worth it, I tell you.
Was it a deal that was struck for it, mate?
Absolutely, I gave that man fantastic deal.
Tell me of it, mate.
Well, I don't exactly like to have conversations about my past discretions. I know that you are not the one that purchased this, so forgive me if I'm not one to give that kind of information out.
I lean across the iron tabletop and I slide what kind of coins do I have on me?
You have
Nothing.
gold, silver.
You have 50 gold coins.
You
I
got
do have
50
50
gold.
gold coins, but I don't want to spend that. I just want to spend like a silver for information.
You want to spend a silver?
Yeah, with
Oh my
persuasion. I want to
God.
try to persuade him with this maybe 10 silver, 20 silver
Oh,
maybe.
You slide 10 silver across this massive iron plate. He looks down and goes, exactly what do you take me for, sir? I could make a thumbtack out of this, maybe.
Okay, I slide 1 gold across the table. Just out of curiosity, mate. I would really love to know how much this sword was paid for.
So he takes the gold and he sort of puts it on, or he puts it in his hand, chinks it, flips it around in his fingers a couple of times and goes,
I am offended, sir.
and he turns to you and says, sir, I mean no offense, but in my line of business, there happens to be scoundrels.
I look at my outfit and I look back at him. Meh.
He looks back, and at the same time, you both look at your outfit at the same time, noticing what you're wearing, and go and sort of coming to this. Like he sort of looks at you and goes.
Okay.
He turns to you and goes, as it so happens, I am in the mood to be convinced, but as you can see, my prices are posted prominently. And you look over, and there's the wall of greatswords that range from, 50 gold all the way up to about 150 to 200 gold.
Okay, so which sword is my sword? What's the price for my sword?
You look. So make a. All right, let's make this down to a check, so I'm not fully ratting.
Hold it up to the wall.
Yeah. So yeah, you're gonna hold it up to the wall and compare it. I need you to make a perception check.
Okay.
I'm just glad you paid gold for information that was on the wall.
I didn't even give a fuck about it. This is all Jared. This is all Jared. Dated drama, 'cause I didn't even give a
Jared.
fuck.
Oh.
You're looking for a 15 or higher.
Oh!
He should give me my fucking gold back because he schemed me.
Well, no, he doesn't give you your gold back. You paid for that information, but you hold it up and you manage to like work out the exact detail of one of them. It's a pretty average sword, nothing special about it. It's even got some of the same markings in it. You look similar, like you with your eagle eye vision can actually see the serial numbers, and one matches like.
Yo, this guy.
line.
So, and I'm standing there and I'm holding my sword. I'm like, you son of a bitch.
And he turns to you and goes, "Ah, so I see you found the right one. 50 gold pieces is not a bad price to pay, huh?"
And then I just looked at him and I just looked back and I was like, indeed, mate, quite the deal you struck. And I sheathed the sword again, and I just as I leave the store, I'm laughing like.
So I want to point something out to you. The reason it was because Al was the one who decided to go. I didn't intentionally rat you out, Pino. It's because he was wearing it, brandishing it on his back, and this guy
It's all
is
good.
extremely proud of all the work he does. So he likes a fan. He likes somebody who's holding on to his equipment.
It's all good. You made it make sense. It's fine. I'm okay with it.
So, anyways, he turns to you and goes, "Well, I can see that you are going to get very good use out of it. If you have any other weapons that require repair or you want to purchase new ones, I am always here. You come to the Sands, he treat you right."
Thank you, Jason. And that's when I leave in laughter.
All right. So that is going to conclude what you're doing. Anybody else doing anything around the sleeping giant?
I would like to actually, while they're doing that, take a walk around the sleeping giant, kind of tidy up a little bit, maybe, take a peek around, investigate a little bit, see if there's any interesting information or anything else in here.
Yep, make a perception check. Nothing special around it. I mean, it's basically a tap house. It's been very poorly taken care of. You can see like giant holes that are in the that are in some of the walls, and I mean holes. There are literally accesses to the outside from this place that were not there or meant to be there. You can see scorch marks along the roof parts and as well along the bottom. This is basically as you walk up. I mean, almost think of an old style saloon. It's a set of stairs that walks up into the actual piece. So you do have it's sitting basically on blocks, and underneath you can see several probably, rodents or families that have been living under there and taking up home. The windows are all shattered. And you've got the one thing that you do notice at the very least with that is you do notice that there's still a fairly good structure to it. It is still standing. It's a log home, or sorry, it's a log, I guess, tavern that still has quite a bit of strength left to it.
Okay. And yeah, as I'm doing that, I'm just kind of like picking up chairs and, stuff like that as I'm going through it, just kind of general tidying.
I would like to check the town to see if I could get maybe any magical accessories of any sort. Maybe if I could get anything that could help me out in any way.
So there's a bunch of different people that you could talk to. Walking around, you see people here and there. You might stop people from time to time. Generally, what you gather is that Barthen's Provisions is really the only place that you can go to try and sort of put something like that on order. Phandelver, ever since the Waveco Cave had sort of dried up, magical uses and magical wares haven't really come in. The Phandelver Miners Exchange is also another place that from the odd time you might see some magical items come through, but generally they'll get scooped up fairly quickly. Now, this was by the Red Brands back in the day. Perhaps there's more there, but it's a rarity.
I'd like to go to the guy that gave me this fucking bootleg-ass crossbow that shot out a thing that made people dance and didn't work. I'd like to go back to his shop.
Sword.
Oh,
so that was a sword. Yeah, that was a sword that you raised up in the air and it played the Mexican hat dance.
Okay, so I'm gonna go question him about the sword and give it back.
So he that would be the gentleman who actually just sold Dab his wonderful staff. That is by a gentleman, the woodworker over by. I don't think anybody's actually asked him his name, so I'm not going to provide it. But that'd be the woodworker.
He told me before. I've had bad conversations with this guy.
So then that would be Miranthier.
Yeah.
So Miranthier would be the woodworker over there. So we'll let you head over to that in a moment. Pino, what are you doing?
I'm just hanging around cleaning up, waiting until Gideon gets back. Hopefully, he has some silver for me.
Make oh shit! Dab is the one I needed to make a perception check because he's the one who would catch it. But okay. All right, you guys are still in. We'll continue on with Richter. So Richter, you head over to the woodworker. You walk in, familiar place. You walk into the front. He turns to you and goes, "Well, hello, my friend. I hope your new weapons did you well in battle. I see you've rid the place of the Red Brands, as I so told you I did not exactly want."
I'm gonna shoot off the sword in the store.
So you put the sword out. He goes, "Oh no, please don't!" It raises up into the air, playing the beautiful tune of the Mexican hat dance in his shop. And he turns to you and goes, "My God, I will give you anything you like. Please deactivate the sword."
All right, I'll deactivate the sword, right? And I'm gonna say, listen. This thing almost cost me my life, but Glassstaff is dead, his boss is dead, and the red brands are gone. We finished them off, like I said I would do. Just help me put a better scope on my crossbow.
Scope.
Or whatever, crosshair, whatever, you know.
Got holographic scope on.
A grip, whatever, you know.
Red
Help
dot.
with another attachment for my crossbow.
Yeah, intravision or infrared night vision.
So first of all, he turns to you and goes, "So you managed to capture Glassstaff? How exactly did you do away with him?"
We cut his fucking head off, and then I shot the Mexican sword off.
Make a deception check. It's going to be contested with his intelligence, which is going to be
Let's
a
go,
D20.
What the fuck?
That's gonna be... Oh!
Damn.
You
Oh.
Great modifier battle right now.
4. I'm amazed at 2 rolled. So apparently he's feeling particularly dumb today and goes, "Well, that's interesting. I didn't exactly expect this. So did you do it with this sword?"
Yeah, your sword.
Okay, make a deception check with disadvantage.
Why disadvantage?
Because he knows for a fact that this sword cannot kill people.
But I'm amazing, though. 1 is a 10, which isn't very good.
Yeah, he's gonna do it with advantage because that was.
Oh, and I got an out one.
So he turns to you and goes, "Interesting, interesting. You severed a man's head with this very sword. That's fantastic."
Well, I'm just joking. Obviously, your sword doesn't do shit, and it almost cost me my life.
Well, I can understand that. As long as you and your patrons will bring me business, I suppose I can forgive your transgressions for this and provide you with something a little more interesting to use.
Well, my friend
What?
just came here for his staff, so we've been providing you as much business as we can. And I'm
Your
sure
friend
with
just
the red
bought that
brands
on
gone.
Town's tab, my friend.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he did.
Well, with the red brands gone, I'm sure you'll see an influx in the traffic of your store.
And I sure hope so. Interesting enough. What exactly are you looking to use?
Any upgrade to this crossbow that you already have upgraded for me?
Well, let me see it, please. And so do you sort of hand it over to him?
Yeah. I do like one of those like cool Western flips and hand it over to him. Like Will Smith in Wild Wild West.
What's a crossbow? What the
Yeah.
fuck?
It's a light
So
crossbow.
he turns to you and he goes, "Interesting. I don't think you quite understand what you have here. This is very ornate, very, very rare. Have you taken time to attune to this weapon?"
I have taken time to attune to this weapon, and I've also taken time to make you my main woodworker.
Well, I'm most thankful for that. The fans of... What exactly is your clan called again?
The Wu-Tang Clan.
The Wu-Tang Clan. Interesting enough. Well, you and your friends of the Wu-Tang Clan have certainly done well for this area, and you will give me some more, but I would love to make this better, but sadly I cannot. I don't think you understand what you're holding here. What I have in my hands is what is known as a vicious hand crossbow.
Okay.
What that means is if you take some time and pay attention and use it well, you can use this to inflict maximum damage upon your enemies when you are infuriated. I think you should take some more time with this particular one before you go to purchase another, or have me with my dainty fingers damage it in any way.
How exactly do I do that?
Well, you can sit with it for a period of time, study it, and become one with the weapon. And the weapon will reveal its powers to you in such time.
You gonna fuck the crossbow, bro?
No.
No.
I'm gonna give him 5 gold. I'm gonna give him 5 gold for his time, and
Damn.
tell him I'll be back for a sword one day. That works.
Most excellent. I look forward to seeing it, Mr. Richter.
Okay.
Of the Wu-Tang Clan.
I'm gonna go try to attune with my crossbow, like he says.
Okay, so you walk out and putting the sword back in your hands now, it does feel different. Like it feels like it's got, you I guess maybe because you've been told it, call it the placebo effect, whatever. You
Right.
do feel like this crossbow's got a little bit more to it, but you don't necessarily have an idea of what it is yet. But you feel like that 5 gold wasn't in vain necessarily. So going back to the Sleeping Giant Inn, Dab, I need you to. Oh, Dab's Dab is on an ancient arcane piece of communication technology.
No, I'm fucking here. I got a wireless headset for a reason.
It's called the message spell.
The message spell. I need you to make a perception check, Dab.
Sending stones.
Oh, for fuck's
Nice.
sake!
Jesus Christ.
Oh,
You don't see shit. So you basically have been looking over, because you're particularly interested. You've been looking over the entirety of all of this of the Sleeping Giant Inn, and nothing has bumped out at you as interesting or even in the slightest bit worth investigating any further.
So I've been just
Looks
waiting
good
for
to me.
Gideon, walking around, cleaning this place up, looking around too. My path perception's like 15.
So passive not going to help you here. I'd need you to make an Arcana check.
Arcana
Why,
check.
why didn't I make an Arcana check?
Because you inherently have Arcana abilities. You're
Yes,
just
I do.
looking you saw it.
I'm a fucking wizard.
I know you have that ability. You wouldn't have
I'm
to
a
make an
fucking
Arcana check
wizard,
as
mate.
well. So with a 15 Arcana, you would at least understand this. Now make a perception check, and it's over 15.
Okay.
Jesus
Fuck me
Christ.
sideways.
Yeah, figured I'd try.
You,
Chair's
at the
clean.
very least, you start to. I'll give you what your thoughts are at the very least is you gather that there's something in this area in this inn that has a magical attunement to it. And Dab, you felt this from the minute you walked in. You felt like there was something in here that was different. Now you both looked around and couldn't find anything. Dab, you looked around and are so certain you couldn't find anything that I don't think you'll ever try again because it would just be futile.
Nope, looks good to me.
But you definitely felt like you still have a suspicion, Pino, but you didn't find anything on this go round.
Maybe it's the
as-
deer head
as-
on the wall.
Yeah. At this point in time, you're sort of talking about that. I need Richter. I'm going to assume you're walking into the Giant Inn at this point. I need you to make an intelligence check.
Okay.
See if we can get some decent rolls in today, boys.
Not a save, a check, right?
No, yeah, just a check.
Intelligence. Boom. Alright.
Okay, perfect. So as
bad.
you walk in, you see that was real close to being a 1.
yeah.
As you walk in, you see Dab and Pino sort of searching around, and you sort of turn to them and go, "Y'all motherfuckers gonna look at the place that I just came from?"
Yep.
And to which
So,
point, Dab and
are
Pino,
you-
Dab, you again are 100% certain there's nothing to be fussed about.
I'm like, nah, man, I'm rolling a blunt. I'm good.
We just came from what, the door?
I'm there too, right?
Yeah. So Ganja, you're
What
there
did I
too.
what did I wind up seeing with my intelligence check?
You ended up remembering that, like, you ended up walking in and seeing them look around and assuming that they were looking around at where you like popped out, and
Okay.
all the unanswered questions of the fact that you went into a sarcophagus and popped out of a fucking bench.
I'm going to assume that's magical.
I just automatically assumed I knew what it was because I had got my inspection so well when I inspected the sarcophagus on the other end. I kind of figured this was just.
You,
I
you knew
know
what
this.
the sarcophagus was at that end, but you when you searched around, because
knew
you were
we'd turn up
suspicious at
somewhere.
the beginning, when you searched around, you saw no evidence that there was any kind of ties or anything else like that. But you were also a dunce.
I knew he'd
So-
show up somewhere. I rolled like nat 20s when I looked at the sarcophagus. Maybe not nat 20, but pretty high.
Yeah, you knew that on the sarcophagus side, it was a transportation spell. Like it was a teleportation spell of some sort. Basically, not necessarily a spell, but it was an object that allowed somebody to move in different places.
Yeah.
So you knew that, but with you and so with that perception check, you looked around to see if that was going to be matching here. To your knowledge, it's not there.
Nah.
Pino, again, you looked around, but with Richter's intelligence check, he sort of assumed all the things that you were doing had to do with where the fuck he came from.
So can't Richter inspect the thing himself?
Absolutely, he can.
Can I inspect the thing myself?
All right, so make a perception check. Let's see if somebody else can do this. Make it with advantage because you were in the fucking thing.
Oh, sweet. Let's hope for some high.
Nat 20.
That'd be great.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I'll do it.
At least I got a 15.
Yeah,
So
no, I
that
know.
mixed with your intelligence. That mixed with your intelligence. This is what happens. You take like a glass off of the bar, and you sort of toss it into the bench. Nothing happens. So you close the lid. Nothing else happened, and you open it back up. Glass is still there.
Okay.
And you're puzzled. I need you to make one more intelligence check over 15. I need that at the very least.
Oh.
Oh.
So you know that you lied down inside of the sarcophagus, and when you fell in, and you know what, you were really nervous at the time. You were really like you were jittery, and you know you just sort of lied there. And then the next thing you remember is that you were really super relaxed, and then all of a sudden, you know, panic started to set in because you were in this hole and you couldn't get out. And then all of a sudden, a door opened up, and there your buddies were. But you couldn't quite remember what you did and how you got from place to place. You just remember going into blankness.
I'm gonna lay down in the bench, or I'm gonna lay down in the sarcophagus and close it. Are we
No,
at,
in the
are we-
bench,
this-
you mean?
Yeah, that's what I meant. See if I
So you
wind up
lay
in
down on the bench
sarcophagus.
and you close the top.
Yeah.
Okay. Then what? Anything?
I don't know. Does anything happen?
Can I? Oh shit! So me seeing what Richter's doing, knowing that I had read Elvish words to trigger all this shit before, is there any way I could, like, know that and re-inspect, even though I
That's
rolled
what
a
I
one?
was thinking.
So you look across. So you sort of look across the ornate carvings of the front. Again, you're still at a bit of a disadvantage just because you still are like you're almost 100% sure.
So it's just for that because I didn't say one, and I'll be like, I'll just look over at Pino and I'll just be like, I don't know what he's doing over there, going in and out of that thing. I think he's trying to figure out how it teleported him. You want to go see if there's any Elvish on it? I can't read Elvish.
Oh, I think it was just a riddle that the answer was mountain.
I'm just
Either
gonna
way, it
play
was written in Elvish.
My loot inside the bench.
So so one of you, so you start playing the lute in the bench. Dab, you sort of walk over by this area and you do see a little bit of a very like hidden or relatively hidden, but the reason it points out to you is just you're like, hey, it's Elvish. You don't attribute it to anything around you know this actual piece, and I need you to be very conscious of that. You don't attribute what you're about to read to what Richter's doing right now, but you read it and it says
I can't understand Elvish. That's why I asked Pino to do it.
okay, so Pino,
So
he
I
sort of
read it.
asked you to read it. He turns to you and goes, you know, this looks familiar, and you read it out, and it says, for faster travel, you must take a spliff of Jade's fern.
I'm gonna bang on the top and say, "Get high in there!"
Hotbox that bitch.
Can I walk in at
Hotbox
this
that
moment?
bitch.
Absolutely.
I walk in and I see something is going on where they're standing around this bench that Richter
Shooting at
emerged
it.
from before. Now I don't give a single fuck about any of that. I walk over and I just I walk over and I hand back the 50 gold that I was given for the silver. Unfortunately, mate, I was unable to come across any silver. possibly
Yeah.
we may able to get some repairs done in this place at the place where we get our provisions. So I figured when we go there later before our trip, we could make some arrangements.
Well,
Couldn't find
the
any
place is
silver. You
pretty
should have just
sturdy.
put it. You should have just put it towards the repairs you wanted. The silver really was just to repair this trident of yours that
We
I had.
didn't
but-
discuss that, mate. So I didn't want to take
No,
any
we didn't.
liberties
That's
with your
okay.
funds.
That's okay. I put the gold back in my pocket.
Okay.
About those repairs, though, the place looks pretty sturdy. I mean, it's a few obviously needs some work and some good hard THC, but we can put it
Oh,
back
I'm sorry,
together, I
mate.
think.
You confuse me with the handsy type. I don't. That is what they have carpenters for, right? I am a sailor, mate.
I'm not. I'm just saying it won't cost us as much for repairs. It's still pretty sturdy. I'm not saying we'll fix it, but
I am of the opinion that perhaps we should splurge a bit. I want to live in a nice place for a while, mate.
oh, absolutely. I'm just saying there's no structural damage to the place, so it shouldn't be too crazy.
I'm gonna open the box and pass Lex the already lit spliff I have, and then close.
And
the
what
box
the
again.
hell is this, mate?
So you close it.
I'm hotboxing the bench and playing my loot.
Yeah, so you're hotboxing the bench and playing your loot. Everybody outside hears this beautiful loot playing, and it's playing Tub Thumping by Chumbawamba.
Nice.
And it's just all of a sudden the sound gets lighter and lighter and lighter, and
Before
Richter, you
before
fall
the-
into like this trance. Like it's washing over you, and all of a sudden you stop playing, but the Tub Thumping still rocking away in your mind, and you're just continuing to not get knocked down. And all of a sudden you sort of snap back into a realization. You're looking up. It's very, very dark, but you have decent dark vision. Do you not? As a
Yes, I do.
Oh,
yeah.
You look up and there's stone above you.
Oh shit! I'm back in the sarcophagus. Can I push it open?
You go to push it open. What's your make a strength check?
I don't have very good strength. Let's see. Not good. I got a 9.
10 would have. So you push it open. It is loose. You're just not strong enough to get it open.
Can I use my spell? Can I use my cantrip Thunderclap to open it? To
extremely enclosed place.
It'd be quite spectacular, but yes, you certainly can.
would I hurt
Damn.
myself?
Plug your ears.
Potentially, I mean, you are making a massive sound wave within a small area. That's called an explosion.
I still don't think it hurts him though, because it's originating from him. So like
Because
the explosion
it doesn't
keeps him
hurt
safe.
me when I use it, even if I'm like in a hallway. But what I'll do is I'll rip a piece of the bottoms of my shirt off and tuck them in my ears before I use it.
Okay, all right.
Good call.
You perform thunderclap. You
Are you gonna strum your lute to do it?
Yeah, I'm gonna play Thunderclap by Ludacris.
so you strum that lute once, and it basically shatters the top of this. Or sorry, no, it pushes the top of this sarcophagus off and just sort of throws it off to the side. You
Nice.
find yourself back in the Red Brand Inn, or the Red Brand hideout. All around you is stuff that you've never seen before. There are skeletons that have been eviscerated. There are red brands that have been absolutely eviscerated as well. Sorry, skeleton bones that are everywhere, and red brands that have been absolutely eviscerated. Because if everybody remembers back, this is when Gideon decided to go on a fucking killing spree.
Yeah.
And absolutely maimed everybody around him.
I am a pirate, mate.
So
So I'm gonna kick it back. So before I do that, I'm gonna kick it back to the the Giant Inn. You guys heard that loot just sort of dance away, and then all of a sudden you stopped hearing anything.
And then I'm gonna go,
Did
oh
he rip-
shit! I forgot to tell him the words to get back.
Did the words
do
even
we know if
matter,
that-
mate?
Well, if he ended
Goes
up back
to
of that
same place?
sarcophagus, he's gonna need them words to get back here. Unless he goes outside and walks back.
yeah, that's what I'm gonna have to do.
Yeah.
Unless you guys
You do
send
speak
yourself.
Elvish. and solve the spell.
Unless you guys send yourselves over there.
True.
I'm not getting in that
We
fucking
could do
thing.
that.
You fucking
Peanut.
crazy.
Pino would have to light a blunt, get in the box, and go over there to help him get back.
Why would Pino have to do it?
Because he
If you're the only
understands
one who reads
Elvish.
He's
You
an elf.
Victor
Why,
reads
why do I
Elvish.
gotta
So does
speak
Ganja.
speak his own
I
language?
you,
Three of us.
You
Three of us are
really,
Elvish.
You three really are a quite a passel of idiots, aren't you? Why would you make yourself the experiment here? You don't know where the fuck that thing would send him back to.
This
Why
is
is
true.
it when I'm not around, it seems like you fools make the worst possible decisions?
And
Sometimes.
I'll look over at Pino and say, yeah, you should probably ask him if he's there first. Don't you have the ability to send a message out long distances?
It's a long
Not that
ways
far.
away.
Is it
Not
that long
that
away?
far.
I thought he sent a message to town from
turned to
there
Pino-
before.
I turned to
No,
Pino. You're so
He sent a message to Richter.
Richter
But Richter
coming
was
back
on
from
his way up to the manor
Yeah.
at that point.
And we were outside of the manor before we even went in it. He was. It's
Yeah.
only
I'll
120
say-
feet.
I'll say,
I'm not
look,
that far away from them, man.
the very least I could do to start to repay you guys back
300 feet.
is be the one who chances himself in this.
You can't fit inside that bin.
Oh.
That bench. Oh, sorry. You can fit inside that bench, but it's a tight squeeze.
Somebody hand that man a blunt.
Like,
Do I got room to
basically,
puff?
like you can jump inside, but they have to push you down and then they basically throw dab onto the bench to
When
hold
you
it close.
close the bench, it actually puts the spliff out.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna
That's
blow
how
a
close
token
it
there. I'm gonna blow a token there and do. Actually, I'm gonna put it through the crack and do the reverse. I'll use my magic to blow air through it, so it'll hot box it from the outside.
I can stick it in my nose too, so it points down, and the roof of the fucking thing won't put it out.
Oh,
I'll
you
just
guys
do the
fucking
nose,
serious,
like that
man.
guy, that one fan who
Either
did
way-
the nose
either way,
dab.
we're
Remember
getting-
that guy?
Oh yeah.
The guy on the group who did the
Yeah.
fucking nose dab.
All right,
Either
so
way, we're getting the
nose
smoke
dabbing
in there.
to go.
I'll nose dab it.
Yeah, you nose dab it again. You go into this complete state of just furry or fuzziness in your mind. All of a sudden, you just it starts to shake and shake and shake. You've gotten out of the sarcophagus at this point, Richter. You wake up and actually you are you're met by this basically this stone directly over top of you.
Okay.
Richter or
Ganja is
Idiot, or
Ganja.
Ganja has, yeah.
So wait,
Um,
he's back in the thing, and the sarcophagus is closed.
No, so the sarcophagus you came out of, the top is on the ground, split in half, and he's in another area that has stone underneath it. So what are you doing, Ganja? Or stone?
I'll try to slide it off.
Make a strength check.
Easy peasy.
Should be for him.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Apparently not.
Y'all jinx the
You-
fuck out of him.
You push on it, it lifts and then falls. Make a perception check, Richter.
Oh, see if I can hear it.
Rolling great tonight.
No shit.
I don't
Yeah,
like
we're
being
all
stuck in a
rolling
small
so
place
bad.
in game because I've had that in
17.
real life recently.
Yeah.
No shit got locked in
Richter,
that.
you came out of so if everyone can see on the screen, Richter, you came out of this sarcophagus. You
Okay.
hear a bang come from this one.
Okay, can I go try to push it off?
So so you walk over to it. Ganja, you all of a sudden see a shadow out of the light that's coming towards you right now.
I'm gonna
Richter,
yell.
is that you?
I'm gonna yell on the count of 3, push, and I'm gonna push with him, and I'm gonna. Can he hear me?
Yeah, he can hear you. So he sort of hears that. So Ganja, make a strength check with advantage.
All right. Should be coming. Delayed roll, I think. There might be a bunch of rolls coming.
There it is. So you manage to shove it off and sort of push it off to the side. Your friend Ganja
I'm gonna
lying in
try
the...
to push it down light so this top doesn't break. So it looks like
Yeah,
there's
so
only
it's
three
actually it's
sarcophagus.
just sort of pushed off to the side. It's sort of turned on the sarcophagus this time, so he can crawl out, but it's not actually covered. So now the two of you are inside of the Red Brand hideout.
All right.
So we weren't sure where this went, but I guess it came back to this place. But you didn't know how to get back, as far as we knew, so I figured come get you so we can get you back safely.
All right. Well, how do we get back?
We just go in, and mountain was the word, correct?
In Elvish?
Or I know. Can I read the thing again? The riddle.
You can
I know
read
the
Elvish.
answer. Yeah, I'm high elf.
So you put your hand down. All of a sudden, this, sort of this burns across. Right now, there's nobody in the sarcophagus, so I don't know what you're looking for here. So
They
the
said it was
last-
an activation word.
Like
last-
yeah,
he,
like
he came to tell me that if we say the word in Elvish, we'll go back.
Okay.
Is it a different
Alright.
word though? Because it's a different sarcophagus. Is what-
All right.
Well-
So what are the words?
I
of-
personally don't remember the word because it was so long ago. Out of character, I
Are
don't
you
remember the
getting-
word.
so my question is: are you guys getting in the sarcophagus, or are you saying this
Well,
from outside it right now?
First, since we're both elf, we'd like to read the words on the sarcophagus.
Okay, so on the side of the sarcophagus, you see the phrase, "You get many of me, but never enough. After the last one, your life will snuff. You may have one of me, but one day a year. When the last one is gone, your life disappears."
What is that?
Is
Your
that a different
birthdays?
riddle?
Don't say it. It's those two that are figuring it
Oh,
out.
sorry.
Yes, one is the last one birthday. I thought of it right when you were done. Is it birthday?
All right. So you see it sort of start to pulse an orange, and the sarcophagus top closes.
Okay. And what's the one on the other one?
On the other one, so you put your hand across. You see that there was Elven there before, but as you put your hand across and walk up to it, you see it like burn a fiery red and then just basically snuff out.
Oh no, the before the birthday one. What was the one before that?
It was all one thing.
No, there was. Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was all one riddle.
Oh, okay. Okay, well let's get in these things and let's get in the thing and say birthday.
Well, we might have to do a different riddle, I think, because this was not the riddle that we used to get through last time. So birthday, we've used that one up. I think we have to try something else. If there's any new, I don't know. I'm gonna look for some new writing.
He's got to actually use the birthday word, though, right?
I mean,
Yeah, I think that's.
yeah,
So I'm gonna point out here, when you said the word birthday, the lid closed on the actual unit.
Okay.
All right, and so as it closed, then you basically, it's closed and it's sort of sealed right now. When you guys tried to push it open, now it's not budging.
Okay, can we go
I
to
think
the
we
other
reset
one?
it.
That
Okay, you go to this one.
Yeah.
Okay.
is there any different writing on this one?
There is writing on the outside. It's sort of foggy. Like it's covered in dust. So
Can I wipe it off?
all right. So as you wipe that dust off, you take a look in and you see. I weaken all men for hours each day. I show you strange visions while you are away. I take you by night, and by day you take back. None suffer to have me, but do from my lack.
Is it money?
dreams.
Dreams? What? Can you say it
Muted.
again?
But
Say it again,
let's
it's
let's
only
not
for
answer it
there.
out loud. Let's get inside before we like answer this shit.
There you go.
That's what I've been laughing about the whole time.
Like, yeah.
Do we both
let's-
fit? Nah, right?
Well,
No,
it's a
you're not
sarcophagus.
supposed
It's
to.
bigger. Ah,
Oh no,
Okay,
sorry.
well,
yeah,
I
you're right. In a sarcophagus, you would. If you went his feet to your head and you sort of laid down with tips touching, you'd probably be all
Orphanage
right.
shit.
Ha ha ha!
Like Annie.
I'm wearing plate armor, so like.
Can't
We're-
y'all
we're
wild
good.
shape into fucking chipmunks or something? Like the druid.
So you two
Yeah,
sort of
no.
lie in very uncomfortably.
We
Do
Jenga. We Jenga our way in.
You
You're gonna-
Jenga. Do you? And
Are
what do you
you
do?
fucking? Oh my god.
Twister?
Where and the I'm gonna say the word for can you read it to me again? I don't want to be wrong.
Okay, I'll read it to you again.
Well,
but I mean, effectively, when
nothing
you
happens
read it,
if it's
probably
wrong.
remembered. I weaken all men for hours each day. I show you strange visions while you are away. I take you by night, and by day you take back. None suffer to have me, but do from my lack.
I think it's dreams.
I think it's. Never mind.
I mean, the wrong answer never did anything before, so we.
Correct. So you say the
I
word.
assume we have multiple guesses.
Is it the sun?
This is
Think
killing
about the
three-
riddle. Listen to the riddle.
Killing the three of these guys right now.
Listen to the riddle.
I
Okay.
I
wake-
am, but I'm saying like
I weaken.
Nostra's in the right ballpark.
Yeah, I
You
weaken
can't. You
all
Dan,
men.
stop fucking snitching.
I don't want to sit here for 3 hours waiting for these guys to figure it out.
Still though, it still
all
matters.
men.
It's still a
For
game.
hours each day, I show you strange visions while you are away. I take you by night, by day take you back. None suffer to have me, but do from
Nightmares.
No,
Nightmares.
nothing
is
happens.
it dreams? I'm gonna say dreams, isn't it? Right?
Nothing happens.
No.
All right, Dab, give it.
No, I'll get it going.
No.
You're close. You're in the ballpark. What the fuck's in
You're
the ballpark?
Listen to what you said and
Yeah.
listen to the riddle because I think y'all
I
not
weaken
listening
all
fully.
men for hours each day. None suffer to have me, but do from my lack. A lack of.
You do it once a day, or night, rather.
Oh,
Sleep.
it's sleep. Yeah.
All of a sudden, you hear.
Dreams, mad
You
time,
say
and
this
then
out
you
loud.
sleep.
Both of
No,
you come
no.
to realization at the same fucking time. You say the word. Your sarcophagus top closes. You both. All of a sudden, you start to see this haze, and then the top of what you're looking at almost turns into wood. You both take
Ooh.
2 points of crushing damage. As the two of you get in, or as the three of you are sitting in, you just hear this. You open up the lid, and currently crunched with his face directly in Ganja's crotch right now.
I'm
They're
gonna jump right out. I'm gonna jump out as fast as I
crunched
can.
together is Richter and Ganja in this very pretzel-like position,
Wow,
just jammed into this small bench.
gee golly, mates, I never knew you two were so intimate.
Are they even able
Let's
to get
not
out
talk
the
about
fucking
it.
thing? Are they
And I
even able
gotta
to get out?
tell you, Richter, you truly have no standards, mate. Absolutely none.
I'm gonna stick my finger in my mouth and give Gideon a wet willy and tell him to enjoy my syphilis.
All right, so you've managed to get through that whole situation. Now knowing that generally you can use this bench to duck out very quickly over to the Red Brand hideout, or now what it's called is what it used to be called, which was the Tressender Manor.
Okay.
How much claim we have on this Tressender Manor because it's gonna take it from us if we decided to keep it.
Nobody.
Well, the Tressender Manor, as you guys remember it, at least have you were told, this was a manor that was owned by the owners, like the founders of the town, and it's generally been basically almost like a monument. It's a landmark for the town.
I do believe that's going to change, mate.
We're taking over.
You guys have managed to figure that out. It's 9 o'clock. I think we should go a little later tonight just because we couldn't go last week. So let's take a quick smoke break. I gotta hit the bathroom and then we'll get back to it. Is that all right?
Yeah,
Sounds
then
good.
Yeah,
We'll go to do some fighting adventure.
Sleep and
Yeah,
head
just
on,
wear,
go
like-
on our adventure.
Yeah.
Just wear adult diapers during D&D. I've just been shitting over here. I've just been shitting
Just like a casino.
for the fans.
For the fans.
For the fans.
All right, we'll be right back after about 5-minute, 10-minute intermission. We'll see you in a minute. Thanks for watching D&D with THC. This is D&D with THC. We're back from the smoke break. We're getting ready to go on an adventure here. I think we're gonna head over to Barthen's Provisions and maybe gather some stuff, and then we're gonna go kill some shit. I think.
See what we can
Yeah.
do.
Let's go kill some
Let's go
shit.
get some provisions.
Provisions.
All right. So you gentlemen are back in the town of Phandelver, which I will move you to. You just had one wonderful experience with teleportation between the Tressender Manor and the Sleeping Giant. So you have a quick getaway if required out of your hidey hole. So you guys are headed off to Barthen's Provisions.
At this Barthen's Provisions place, is there any medium armor I could acquire to step my AC up?
You could ask him when you get there.
Oh, I thought we just got there. My bad.
All right, so you're heading up there.
I think we're all
you
going
get
on there
to-
on the way out of town.
Yeah,
we're
all
going as a
there.
group.
I agree. Yeah.
Yeah, you get there as you walk up. It's not really a storefront per se. It's a provisions area, right? So it's not like a general store. It's more like a trading post,
A flea market.
where you're always expected to bring things there, and then to provide. I mean, this area works on currency, yes, but works more on trade, just because they are a relatively small town. So you walk up, and there's really just like caravans that there's a caravan, sort of like a slip. Think of it as a dock to actually unload the caravans, and then there's just basically a desk. There's a stout gentleman, strong-looking dwarven guy sitting off to the side, and then there's another massive man. You guys, especially you, Richter, recognize this guy as Elmer Barthen, who is the guy who runs the provision store. He's the one who gave you the gold for dropping off Gundren's caravan. He sort of turns to you and goes, "Oh, welcome back, eh?"
Richter?
First of all, it's crazy that you remembered the voice. That's number one. And I'm gonna say, hey man, I'm on my way out of town to go take care of a quest to help some of the locals. I wanted to grab a couple provisions off you, maybe some potions and armor.
Oh, we don't see much of that magical stuff, eh? Maybe some armor, but it's not very good. It's only about leather, eh?
You know where I can get any of that magical potion stuff?
Oh, that's a tough one. I think the Phandelver Miners Exchange might have some, but it's kind of rare. That stuff only ever came out of the Wave Echo Cave.
All right, man. I appreciate you. Is there anything that you have on this caravan that can help me and my friends in our quest?
I might have a couple of different health potions. People like to bring those in, often off of dead folks, and the Ox like to bring them in too. And I've even seen it off of a dwarf once, which dwarves.
Yeah, I'll definitely.
You do? You know dwarves? What are they like?
They're short.
Oh, I know it.
Yeah, they smell terrible.
At which point you hear the dwarf behind him grumble.
I'm gonna ask him for some of those health potions, and I'll flick a gold piece to the dwarf behind him for pissing him off.
So you slip the gold piece. The dwarf behind him just sort of like catches it, looks back at you, looks at him, and just goes.
So how many potions we getting just so we can write it down?
Yeah.
And
So
also,
how many,
Richter is a
he,
rich fuck, bro.
he sort of turns to you
No,
and goes, "Well,
no, he's not. Not this campaign.
No, Richter's not very rich at all. I mean, Richter
Richter got
Richter
12
burned
gold.
almost all of his money on the sword.
Well, we're all there. I mean, so. we've
You
got our
all
money
got
level,
less
too.
than 20 gold. I have 92.
What about all the shit we got out of the fucking the
all-
Tressender Manor?
It's all stuff. This is a trade. I mean, we could
Well,
always
let's
trade
sell
that.
some of these
Oh
gems
man,
and
yeah,
shit.
let's yeah.
Let's sell these
We-
gems and shit off to this guy.
We can't forget about all those gems that little gnome's been putting in his pocket here.
So
I've been keeping an eye.
I'm going to point out, I don't know if you guys know, but the price of healing potions is pretty expensive. When you buy
they're like
magic healing
100, I
potions,
think.
they are rare, relatively rare, and they're not cheap because they're hard to gather the pieces for. So any self-respecting any self-respecting wareholder will know that price, especially somebody who works in provisions.
Okay, so
So-
that's understood.
But
So,
this is
maybe-
a trading spot, right? We're not really paying.
We could trade some of these gems and other shit we have.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
have
but
You
I
can
want-
absolutely trade some of those gems.
Yeah, so I'm gonna pull the guys aside and say, listen, we've all got a malachite gem each. Dab's got this big red ruby that we've been holding on to. A couple other eye patch things that who cares what he does with that. The ruby might be worth something. We might be able to get these gems all together and get a couple of potions, and got enough gold to maybe get us a horse and carriage.
Don't we have a bunch
Let's
of
see
like
what the
extra
price is.
weapons and shit too? Like fucking like a dozen swords or something? Or is
They're all
that
back
other
at the
campaign?
manor. They're all back at the manor.
I mean, we could go get him and bring him to him. It's not a thing. Especially if we get this horse and carriage.
What else? What else kind of shit do we have? We each have a malachite gem.
Yeah.
We should
Yeah.
arm the fucking.
You gotta-
Be careful on that malachite gem. Remember, you guys lost a pretty significant amount of gems in that door in the Tressender Manor.
I
Well, I don't know.
erased those extra gems.
Okay.
Because we had 2 purple gems that we had and we tried
Yeah.
and lost.
Yeah.
And there was the one in the door already, or 2 in the door already.
Okay.
That we popped
Yep.
out.
So, I mean, like I said, Dab's got the red gem. We all got the malachite gem. Gideon has 2 garnets from somewhere.
Yeah,
I
that room.
think those are
I
something-
looted a room.
Did I
I
get-
looted a room.
Okay. You have your
And then
gold
the
earrings
gem
that I
eye
gave
patch.
you too.
Dab's still got a potion.
Dab's got not Dab.
I-
Gideon's got a couple of gold earrings.
I got a
Those are for
gold
him.
tooth. You got gold teeth. Gideon.
Oh yeah, I got some gold teeth too. I forgot.
Richter's still got a greater healing potion along with Dab. So I mean, if we get a couple of potions for these gems and see how much you want for a horse and the carriage, I think that might do for now.
We
Yep.
need some
The
food
horse
and
and
shit too. We
carriage
don't
are
know how
going to be
long we're-
less than the
And we
health
need
potions, I know
we
that.
need stuff to make camp too, bro.
Well, I can make a
think
fire
we-
anyway.
I think we have
I've
bedrolls
always
and stuff
always
like
got
that.
my bedroll. I'm pretty comfortable on the
Yeah.
ground.
Yeah,
if
yeah.
you need something,
You haven't gone through any catastrophic thing, like a firestorm or a fireball gone awry that's burned up all of your provisions. So
I thought we did go through that.
No, we burned
No,
up
you
somebody
went through
else's
that
shit.
campaign.
in a different life.
I got you.
Yeah.
We've
The one where
smartened up
Rob
since-
still lives.
It was Rob's fault. Is that what you're saying?
No.
Anyway, so I turned to the guy.
Absolutely
so are we
not.
good? Are we good with trying to use white gems and the red gem?
Yeah,
Well,
I
you
think
know
we
this
can
is a
barter.
provision shop. We like to handle things in trade. Eh?
I was actually asking Dab if he was okay with handing that red gem over to potentially get some potions for the group.
Hey, if we're gonna get something that's gonna stop these little 2-inch legs from having to walk, let's get her done.
All right, so yeah, I'm going to turn to the guy with the gems and ask him what kind of trade he'd want to do for a couple of potions and horse and carriage. that would carry
Wait a
all of
minute,
us.
mate. Wait a minute, mate. Wait a minute. Before you do any of that, let's find out how much each thing is worth before you just hand them over, mate.
That's what he's doing.
No, I thought you were just saying, "Oh yeah, I got these gems. Take them."
I got
No.
a rough idea what most of the gems are worth already.
So he's
I think
just
the
takes a
Malachites
look
are
at
worth
the
like
gems.
25 each or something.
So,
Right.
so
The
list out
Malachites
what
were
we're getting
15.
here. Yeah, list out what we're getting here because I know the values of all of it.
So there's 5 malachite gems, which you said were 15 apiece, and then there's a red gem that was 50. I think he said.
Okay, and that's what you're handing them. None of the
That-
earrings,
that's-
teeth, or nothing.
Nothing else, right? Because
Let's
that's
see how
over
much-
100.
let's
That's
see-
about 105
looks at
gold.
this and
Plus I
goes-
got some more money in my pocket. I want to see what he
So-
wants.
So you hand him over the gems. He sort of pulls out a glass, or sort of like a monocle, and looks at them. Sort of looks them over and goes, "This one's got some poop on it, eh?" And sort of it's that it's that ruby. So clearly, Dab's been
Dab put it
carrying
up
around a
his butt.
shit-covered ruby in his pocket, and he goes to you and goes,
That's if he didn't have it up his ass. We don't know where that
Yeah.
shit came from.
So he just turns to Dab and goes, "This one's got some poop on it, eh? Do you want me to clean that off?"
You better clean it
Now
off.
you can
other-
keep it.
Yeah, you can.
So
you
he
do
just
whatever
he
you
goes
want.
back to looking at it and goes, well, these are some mighty nice gems, guys. So you're looking for some health potions and some travel companions, eh?
If that's what you call a horse and carriage.
Well, we don't exactly have any horses anymore, but we do have what we call a mars. It's this creature, eh? It's got like these big old horns, right? And then it's got like this big like horse-like back, eh? And it can haul a whole bunch of shit.
I am liking the sounds of this.
Okay,
So-
so you can have Marty the Mars, and for this, I think I could give you probably 2 or 3. You could either take that or his buddy Bullwinkle. He's a good friend too.
Well, which one? Which
What-
one do you suggest? Which one is the stronger beast?
Oh, Bullwinkle's definitely the stronger beast, but he's got a friend. The squirrel likes to follow him around too. So
Well, we're taking Bullwinkle if he comes with a buddy.
all right,
What's
so
the
you
squirrel's
can
name?
you can
Does the
take
squirrel have a
Bullwinkle
name?
and. Oh no, I don't know the squirrel. But he likes to throw stuff at you, like rocks and stuff. So
Oh,
we
yeah.
call him Rocky.
He said, "What's the,
Fair
he said,
enough.
what's the squirrel's
enough.
name?" He said, "I don't know him." I don't know why that was so funny to me.
It's
started
funny.
turning-
Like, yo, I don't hang
He
with
turns
squirrels
back
like
to you
that,
and goes,
man.
"You know,
Fuck out
come to
here."
think of it, squirrel's never told me his name ever, eh?" So, anyways, so I got these potions here. I got about 3. I think that's fair trade. Three health potions for you. They're just all regular ones, eh? But they'll do in a pinch, eh? So
It sounds like a plan. Sounds like good plan. And a cart that'll hold all of us.
Yeah, 3 of
absolutely, Cardinal Hole and Bullwinkle can pull all your fat asses.
Sounds good. You. Not very nice of you.
Then perhaps you should. Then perhaps you should lay off the ale at dinner time, mate.
That was the greatest reaction ever. Just held back the
Yeah.
swear. That's not very nice.
Oh man.
Could you please
I
go get
imagine-
us a cart, sir? We would like to leave.
Absolutely, I can go get your boy. Hey, boy, hey, Marty, hey, you, Vili, can you go get Bullwinkle out of the stables? Hey, and make sure Rocky comes with him. He always gets kind of pissy when he gets over there on his own. So, and he brings around this massive animal. Like it stands probably almost 7 to 8 feet tall at its back. Massive set of antlers that sit up almost like spoons on the front of its head.
Wow, that's some creature, mate.
I like.
Where's
it.
this
Oh, yeah.
squirrel? Where's this
Martians
squirrel?
are scary as hell, eh?
Where's this squirrel, pal? Because I don't want to be around him when he's angry.
So
Yeah,
all of
throw
a sudden
those
you just
rocks.
see, oh, the squirrel likes to hang out next to his ears, and you see this squirrel sort of like pop up right behind his ears and just sort of chill right at the neck part of this massive creature.
I'll reach my hand up, kind of like scratch the moose on the ear, and stick my arm out to see if the squirrel will run.
Squirrel
onto it.
bites you.
And I kind of pull my finger
I'm gonna
back and
shoot it.
What the fuck are you doing?
We want this guy to carry us.
he's looking out for me.
So the squirrel just
Ouch.
runs over and nips you. I'm not going to actually enforce that. So yeah, the squirrel just runs over and nips your hand as you go up to touch Bullwinkle.
Ouch.
Yo,
Are
you was about to turn it into a.
shooting the squirrel?
No, I'm not really shooting it.
I'm about to say, 'cause
That
you
would
about
be
to turn this
problematic.
into a boss battle right now, fighting this fucking monster.
Let us get going before anything else happens in this town, please.
Who's gonna drive the
He
wagon?
turns to, as you go to sort of start walking. So you guys get into the wagon, you grab your provisions, you grab the 3 potions. You now have 3 health potions. You're without 5 of those malachite gems and 1 red ruby. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so you're without those now. Those go back to oh Jesus, Elmar.
Barthen.
No, Elmar Barthen is his name. So as you're walking away, you hear, "Oi! It is a mighty nice piece of steel you have on your back."
The sand, right? The smith. Yeah, we already talked about it once, mate.
Is-
Now you're just stroking yourself.
He
I
totally
don't think
forgot
you-
about
I
his
don't
brother.
think I don't think we've talked before, stranger. I don't understand.
Oh,
Are you talking to me? Is he talking to me?
Yeah.
this is
talking to
his
you
brother.
there,
I'm
De Niro.
guessing this is his brother.
Oh, this is the guy. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot. Same voice. Oh, okay. So I get down from the wagon. I was like, "Oh, you are Desan's brother,
Yes,
cousin,
my name
some
is
sort?"
My name is Vilai.
Vilai. Okay, Vilai. We'd like to contract you to do some work on the formerly sleeping giant.
I've been known to swing many different tools to repair things. What is it you want done?
We basically want a place built around the same foundation it was resting upon. It's been burned down and horribly damaged. We'd like to turn it into a functioning tavern.
This could be expensive depending on the massive amounts of fire damage. I will send you the bill.
Maybe we should talk about. Maybe go look around the place and price the place first, man. If you just build it,
Absolutely.
who's all right? Price
I will
everything.
take a look. I
Yeah.
will take a look, and when you come back, it's fixed. Goodbye. And he walks away. As you go to walk away, you hear the other gentleman, Elmar. He goes, "Have a good time, eh? And don't worry, we'll make sure the Wu-Tang Clan's all well fed up in here, okay?"
All right, protect your neck.
Yeah.
All right,
We also love the children.
all right. So you
Cash
guys
rules
head
everything
out
around
into-
me.
Yeah, you guys head out into the forest, or onto the Tribord Trail. It's a long journey on the Tribord Trail. I mean, if I can bring you guys back to the map, you guys are headed up towards the Old Owl Well. So if you zoom out a little bit, so it's a pretty sizable distance away. I mean, up the trail you have about 10 miles, and then you have about probably roughly 40 to 60 miles of travel ahead of you. You can travel about 25 miles a day, especially with a marsh that's carrying you along. You guys, you can cut some corners and probably knock it down to, I'd say, 2 days worth of travel.
Yeah, I was gonna ask if we can kind of go that angle like that. but
Yeah.
you
So
just answered that.
so you guys take your angles. So you're gonna, I mean, nothing really huge happening the first day. You guys are gonna make camp for the night. Are you having a fire or no? First question.
Is it
I'm a
cold?
fan of a fire.
Fire.
It's nipply. I mean, it's not exactly cold. It's not going to hurt you. But I mean, fire also keeps away certain amounts of predators and things like that. So
God, just create
Well,
bonfire.
I mean, 3 of us only need 4 hours of sleep throughout the night.
All right, so one
we
of you
can
creates
keep watch pretty
bonfire.
easily.
So I'm going to bring you into you're just going to camp just off the road. Might as well stay on the road. So who is staying up for watch in the evening? Like, what's the rotation here?
I can
I'll
take
take
first
a
watch.
turn. I'll take a second.
Okay, so you've got 4 shifts of watch. Okay, and they're about 2 hours apiece. So who's taking the first watch?
I can take the first one.
Okay, so Ganja, you're taking the first one. Roll
Actually,
a d20, please.
I'll take the first and the last because I only need 4 hours of sleep. So if I can get 2
Okay,
away
so
from it.
Ganja,
I only
roll a
need 2,
d20,
so
please.
Okay.
I wouldn't mind taking one of those shifts.
Yeah, you take the second one next. I'll take the third one.
All right, cool.
All right,
Any-
so Ganja first.
Yeah,
roll
it's
a
coming.
d20.
Sorry.
Okay, well, okay, right off the hop, great. So while you guys are getting down to sleep, it's about 2 hours into the night. Al's yawning as he is, and you're getting you guys are in a pretty good trance. Both the elves are just sort of asleep, eyes closed, arms crossed. Richter, do you take some time at this point to sort of attune to your weapon?
Yeah, while I'm on my shift, I'm gonna set up a couple. I'm gonna set up a couple rocks, and just test how light my crossbow is.
So, for the sake of me wanting you to understand what this is, I'm going to say that Ganja's roll is going to happen after your watch, and you'll see
Okay.
why in a second. So, you are staying up, you're sort of shooting off that crossbow, you're hitting these rocks, and you're working on it you're throwing bolts. You go up, you pick them up, you shoot them, you throw them up, you pick them up. Often throughout the 2 hours of your watch, your compatriots are sitting up, splaying expletives at you to shut the hell up and let them sleep. But you continue to shoot, and then one of them hits. You shoot off an arrow that just feels amazing. And all of a sudden, as it hits the rock, it explodes the rock. It's not a fire explosion. It's just it hit it with such force, with such tenacity that it just absolutely explodes the rock. What you have in your hands, so this is sort of off in person, you have what's called a vicious hand crossbow. And what a vicious hand crossbow means is when you roll a 20, so when you roll a nat 20, on top of all of the damage that you do with the critical damage, you do an extra 2d6 piercing damage.
Oh my
nice.
fucking god.
Nice. Okay.
So
Sweet.
on a and I'll send you the details after this, but on an actual critical that starts now because you've attuned to this weapon. On a critical, you do an extra 2d6 damage on top of all of the other critical damage, but the 2d6 that you roll there is not doubled with the crit. So just remember that.
Okay.
It's the crit and then 2d6.
Okay.
So that is your watch. You go to sleep pretty peaceful. You're pretty happy with what you just did. Ganja, you stay up. I need Ganja to make a perception roll.
I had that perception. And I was gonna say this too. I was gonna look at my sword and see if I can figure out why it made me attack my friends.
Oh yeah, you're holding Death Sword right now, aren't you?
Yeah.
This fucking
Oh, yeah.
schmuck.
Right now, Death Sword is not telling you anything. You just keep hearing whispers.
This shit is called
pretty
Death
much it.
Sword. I am not happy about that.
It's not called Death Sword, but still.
It could be good if I'm killing other shit.
Unfortunately, mate,
Okay.
last time you wielded that sword, you nearly killed me.
Famous last
No,
words.
I know.
So you start to hear. So are you guys all in place as you would be?
No, well, actually, I'm awake. I probably would actually be kind of on the. I'd just be at the edge of the road a little bit, I think.
So you start hearing rustling in the bush behind you.
Y'all see a road? I see a white
In this one here.
No.
I only
Can
see
I
a white
see
background.
Scroll up or down, Al, or maybe refresh the page. I had it happen to me once as well. It might not have loaded it for you.
Can I see
sorry,
anything?
Ganja?
I do have Can I see anything? I do have dark vision.
You don't see anything, but you spin around and you hear rustling in the bushes.
I'll quietly try and go check it out.
Okay, so you head over to the bushes. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw. Is that music coming through on the stream, by the way?
Yeah.
I don't.
Not very good.
I don't hear it.
Okay, good.
That's probably a fail.
So all of a sudden you get encompassed in this heavy rope net and get pulled into the actual into the bush. Currently inside.
As
the
I
bush.
get pulled in.
Yeah, so you sort of make a sound. So I need everybody would have at least heard something. So I need everybody to make a perception check. Your passive perception won't help you here. And you are currently netted. So, Pino, none of you. Wow.
Just fucking horrible rolls.
So Pino and Richter, you gather that something's up, and you notice, and you wake up. Dab and Gideon, you sort of just open your eyes and then close them back up. But Pino and Richter, you open your eyes and notice that Ganja's gone. That's the most that you notice.
Oh, that works out fine.
you
'cause I
rocking
wanna
a
give
honey
fuck
bun?
anyway.
Oh, motherfucker's rocking a honey bun.
Oh no, these are fucking pecan swirls.
Oh, god damn it.
Damn, that sounds
That was hard for a honey bun.
So,
What's that?
noticing Ganja's gone, I'm definitely gonna wake up the other two.
Okay, so
Say
you
something,
wake
Val.
up, you sort of rouse away Gideon and Gideon and Pino, or Pino and, or sorry, Gideon and
Are you
Dab.
fucking
Gideon, I
serious,
need you to
mate?
make a dexterity saving throw.
Got you. Are you fucking serious? Waking me up that abruptly? Don't you know this kind of handsome takes rest and requirement?
So this is before you got woken up. This is Pino groggily getting up, and Gideon, this is before you've actually been woken.
And you
So
said
make a
dex
dexterity
save?
saving throw. Yep.
Gotcha.
I have 60 feet of dark vision. So
Yep.
can I do like a 360 and see if I see him anywhere?
You do not see him anywhere. Gideon, you all of a sudden you see this woven rope fall over top of your head, and as you see it come over top of your head, you duck and roll out of the way right at the last second. The rocks hit right beside you and disappear into the bush. At that same point, out jumps a. Give me a second. Oh, geez, my music. At that same point, out jumps a bandit. So, the gentleman that you're looking at is wearing very similar garb to you. He's got on, disheveled clothing. He's got what looks like to be rapiers sitting in his hands. He's got a trident slung across his back. He stands in front of you, very burly man, probably 6 feet tall. Pretty decent build in front of you, and he just sort of looks at you like as he pulls the net back, and he just sort of gathers it back and looks you straight in the eye and looks you up and down, and then just snarls at you.
Dear me, are you a red wave pirate, mate?
And all of a sudden, at the same time, you hear, and you see another one pop out. So all of you are currently like sitting and looking at all this happening, sort of in quick succession. You see coming out of this now, you guys, it's pretty dark, but most of you can see all the way over here. You see popping out of this tree now another similarly. So he's got so you have the red wave, Gideon. You have like red ornate strips all throughout. These guys are wearing blue. These guys have blue strips all throughout their actual their uniform and their garb. As he walks out, you see him just sort of walking forward with a net filled with ganja in hand. Another one pops out. So Richter, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
No, I was gonna fail this one.
Woo! So Richter, another one. A net falls out above you. You manage to look up and sort of somersault out of the way of the tree.
Can I look up and see if I see any other nets?
You don't see any other nets, no, but you saw a net come down towards you. It falls at your back. You sort of somersault out of the way. As you turn back around, another gentleman in blue comes out from behind that bush and sort of walks directly towards you. He doesn't actually get as close as he is here. He's standing about 5 feet back. You somersaulted quite a ways out of the way as well, sort of closer to Ganja. And you see another one, and you just hear... And as you guys hear this laughing, you all spin around to see a very tall looking gentleman, very stout, massive human being. He holds a presence. And Gideon,
He has presents?
you in what? He holds presents. You found Santa Claus.
Oh fuck, man!
So,
Oh,
as you walk forward,
bandits,
Gideon,
they killed him.
Gideon, for the first time in your entire life, you are actually a slight bit terrified because walking before you is what's called...
Nah. You got to roll for that.
No.
We got to roll
Listen
for
to
that.
Listen to this. You walk. What you see now before you is a pirate captain, a gentleman who is at the highest honor in the pirate helm. Somebody who generally the folks like you, because you don't own your own ship yet. However, your slight bit of twinge of terror is completely replaced by complete anger, because these are the gentlemen that are basically the rival gang to the Red Wave. He turns to you and goes, "The Red Wave, how cute! It's interesting to find you out here."
The red wave splashes in many different places, mate.
Well, they are ultimate enemies of the Corsairs of the Blue Lagoon.
Oh, you guys have a funny nickname. You think you're my rivals, mate? Who are you?
My name is
lagoon needs a
Giladar.
boat?
Can
My
I try to
name is
break out of this net?
Giladier. What's that?
Gibladier.
Hey, this
As
guy
this
got a boat
conversation
in
is
his
going on,
lagoon,
can I
yeah.
try to break out of the net?
You can certainly try to break out of the net. It's a strength check, but it's going to be contested by this guy's strength. Sorry, it's going to be a strength check at disadvantage because this guy's holding you in this net right now. Like he's physically trying to restrain you at this point.
He a Russian pirate. My man's is a poser.
Fucking schmuck.
He's about. Let's get him the fuck out of here.
So I mean, I want you to keep in mind.
I know the second one's coming. I know the second one's coming. It's just taking
there's
a little bit
anger
to
in
roll.
your voice. There's anger there, Gideon, but you respect this gentleman. You don't like him in any way, shape, or form. But I mean, watching a pirate captain walk out in the middle of the woods is really, really strange. And having one with a band of his miscreants come after you is slightly intimidating. Mainly because you don't have your crew with you.
Nah, he got his.
Say this: I'm wary of any enemy that would approach me in a camp in the night. But I gotta tell you, the fact that they kind of came out here all the way in the bushes and it seems like they're looking for me actually is kind of impressive to me.
That's
That
a
makes me feel like
compliment.
my name is being known around the world, where motherfuckers are searching for me in the night in the bush.
Gideon, he didn't say you by name. He just said by Red Wave. But Ganja, you don't manage to break out of this. He turns to you and goes, "Your kind is not welcome in any part of this area.
Can we just
We
set it
own
off
these woods."
Already? Let's set it off.
You're a pirate captain, mate. You own you own woods. You're a
You see any
disgrace.
seas around here, my friend? We own whatever we want to take.
I don't know, man. You said you took it, but I'm here now. I think
Then we
you
shall
might need
see.
to.
Then
So
prepare
where-
yourself for battle, friend. And
Where-
and he goes, "Gentlemen, let's do this."
Where's the
I'm gonna
horse?
say.
As soon as he
I
says
think he has a
prepare,
pink boat.
I'm gonna keep it real. As soon as he says prepare, I want to try to stab the guy in front of me because I'm not waiting for this guy to give the word.
Go.
In terms of your horse, you
Just
mean
give
your
me the
Mars?
buggy. Just give me the buggy. Because I'm diving underneath of it.
Give me a second. There it is. Oh jeez.
Let's set it off on these motherfuckers.
So this, your horse and carriage probably sits like just over here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the perfect spot. This is the exact spot I thought it to.
Is Ganja
So
in a net?
I need everybody to roll for initiative before he says that. So everybody's gonna roll. Remember to click on your guy and then roll him.
Before initiative, am I able to get Ganja out of the net?
You are not.
I also can't control my character.
Really?
Yeah.
Yo, these ones are a fucking.
Oh wait, sorry.
hassle.
Fuck,
Okay,
dude, that's
Fuck.
4 ones tonight. Shit.
What happened? What happened?
And
to
I don't
our,
have any
sound
of 'em.
effect for him?
It's going off,
Fuck
but
yeah.
we just can't hear it anymore. I gotta dump my computer and restart.
What the
soundboards all this
fuck,
time.
bro? We have
You
such
rolled-
terrible
Well, shit,
rolls.
boys.
What'd you roll,
I go-
Victor?
I rolled a fucking 5.
Oh, Jared, you didn't
I
have
rolled.
the
I
turn
had to
order
roll
up.
like an 8 because I only get a plus
What's that?
1 to
didn't
initiative,
have the
so I rolled an 8.
Turn up. None of this is going
Oh
in.
shit! Son of a bitch. That's my bad, y'all.
What
Oh, maybe
happened?
it is. No, it's not.
Okay.
I rolled okay, but I'm stuck in a fucking net.
Yeah, it's still up there.
Oh yeah, it is.
I got
working.
something
All
I
right,
can
so
do,
we
though.
got Dab with a 2, Ganja with a 17. I'm just gonna do this.
No, it's perfect, Jared. It's set right.
That's how it's supposed to be.
Oh no, it's got skeletons in it too.
Oh.
I just have to delete everything up top.
And Richter
You
needs
don't-
to slip
Yeah, we don't see them.
between
Yeah.
Pino and Gideon.
Yo, you could just
Dab,
erase the
you
whole
know.
thing and we roll again.
Hell no!
It's worth a try, fellas.
I appreciate the try. I wanted to try
and
too.
then so this
That would
man
be
is
awesome.
gonna get his in it.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna get water.
Yeah, they didn't roll great either, boys. Yeah, that guy
Say
did.
something.
Well, I'm still higher than him probably,
Yeah.
because my dexterity is actually okay.
Yay!
Nice.
Didn't roll too good neither. What's up with these?
All right,
numbers
so first
tonight?
man up is going to be a bandit. So let's move this out of the way. Okay, so this bandit right here. So the one right beside Ganja is going to go after. Is going to see Richter trying to go after Ganja and help him out. He's going to come and take a swipe at you. He gets 2 attacks. He's going to take 2 multi-attack with his scimitar. So his first attack does end 21 hit.
Of course.
Probably.
Why is it not auto-rolling damage on these fools? Oh, I know why.
Well, how come you get to roll with advantage? Oh, you rolled twice just for both attacks?
No, it's just if
No, it's just
was
it
to
automatically
happen.
rolls with advantage. That's how I do mine.
So it just takes the first one.
Give me a second, y'all. I have to set his character sheet so that he I can roll. There we go.
Are we
Give me
still?
a second, y'all.
Are we level 3?
Yeah, you are level 3.
Level 3, all your spells, everything's all back.
Okay. So ignore the hit on this one. That's just going to be the damage. So you're going to take 5 points of slashing damage for the first attack.
Okay.
You should take that roll for a second attack.
Well, you'll take the... Okay, I could take that roll for the second attack. That's fair.
You don't have to. I mean, you can.
No, that's fair,
It's up to
actually.
you.
I mean, that does make sense. That's his second roll. So yeah,
It
his
does,
second
but
one
yeah.
doesn't hit you, but you take 5 points of slashing damage for the first hit, as he's just sort of swimming out. He's got 2 scimitars in hand, and he just sort of swings them out very ornately, and then and pulls back. Ganja's still sort of hopping around in the net. That'll conclude this bandit's turn. He's still face up with you. Ganja, you are up, and we drop Ganja.
Yeah, he's still there.
Sorry, just as you said Ganja, my screen froze, so I dropped really quick. I'm back.
I'm back.
Okay,
too.
so it's your turn.
Yeah.
So you can make a strength check or an attack.
Well, I was gonna ask if I can, like, would you allow my movement just to try to break free, and then I'm still lying there prone? Is that a thing?
No,
at
you
all?
you have to
Okay.
muscle your way out of this as an action.
Okay, well, my first act, I'm gonna use a different action than trying to break free. I'm just gonna look up at the guy, and I'm gonna blink. And as I do, my eyes are just gonna turn completely black, and I'm just gonna say loudly enough for all of them to hear. It would be wise to leave my friends alone. And I'm gonna use my channel divinity, dreadful aspect. Just let me pull it up. They're all gonna have to make a DC 13 Wisdom save, I believe. Or become frightened of me.
Inside of a fucking net. This is golden.
Therefore, as an action, you can channel the darkest emotions and focus them in a burst of magical menace. Each creature of your choice within 30 feet of you must make a wisdom saving throw.
And they're
Can
all
you
within
do
30
that
feet.
action? Can you do that? It's an attack action. Can you do that kind of action when you're restrained?
It doesn't say I can't. It's a dreadful aspect. I'm not attacking them physically. It's just an aura about me.
Restrained creatures attack rolls against creatures have advantage. Okay, yeah. I don't say anything in here that says can't. Okay, so they have to all make a what save?
DC 13 Wisdom save, or all become frightened of me.
First guy's roll is an 11, so that will fail.
Nice.
This guy's roll is a 20, not 20, so he's fine. And then the guy above here, what's the radius on that? 30 feet?
30 feet. They're all within range.
Oh, that's a stretch, but yes, okay. Third guy, which is the top guy, his roll is a 11 as well, so that will fail. And then the bandit captain... 13.
Just makes it. Shit.
Okay, so
All
the
right.
bandit captain, so the two that are affected, and I will put that on, I will tag them with it, is this guy here and this guy here. So their next turns basically as frightened, failed save, frightened for 1 minute. If a creature frightened by this effect ends its turn more than 30 feet away from you, it can attempt another wisdom saving throw. So it's got to get 30 feet away from you. So I think they basically have to use their action to get as far away from you as possible. I believe that's what frightened means, but I will check it up. Frightened. A frightened creature has disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while the sources of its fear is within line of sight or 30 feet. Or, 30 feet would be their line of sight because they're just regular old people. The creature can't willingly move closer to the source of its fear. So these guys have to move away from you. So that's your action.
And my bonus action, I'm just going to look at Richter and I'm sorry again for before. Be safe. And I'm going to cast Shield of Faith on him. So he has a +2 AC to his AC.
Nice.
Shield of Faith, it's a first level, okay, and then you didn't use Undreadful Aspect. Is that a spell, or is that just, I guess, an option?
It's
No, that's a spell.
subclass ability. No, it's a subclass
Oh,
ability.
it's a subclass ability? Okay. All right, Shield of Faith, and he gives you +2. So, Richter, you now have +2 to your AC. Just keep that in mind. So I think you now have a 15 AC.
No, I'd have 16. I have 14.
Okay, all right. So that is going to conclude your turn, Ganja. It is this bandit's turn. Sorry, this bandit right here who passed his test. So he is going to. What happens if they kill you, or at least knock you out?
Probably. I don't know. That's up to you. I would guess. Maybe drop.
Yeah, good. It only says a
Okay.
wisdom saving throw. So regardless, they're gonna
If
be.
it's
So
if
he's just gonna see what you did, and still he's gonna panic and run up to you and go on after you. He'll get advantage on hits against you. So he's gonna do 2 scimitar attacks.
brutal. Did I get a chance for a short rest in between? Because I was down 2 HP from the shit. When
What did
Ricky got
You would have
his.
taken like the second, so no, you wouldn't have had a chance for a short rest.
Okay.
Wait, you're at 2 HP. You guys all took a long
No,
rest.
no. I was -2 from when we went into the.
Oh, yeah.
When we
You're-
came
you're
back
still-
through the thing.
You're still at -2.
Cool.
So the first one is going to be an 11. Probably doesn't hit you.
Nope.
All right. So
13.
second swing. A 20 hits you.
It would, yeah.
Yeah, you take 6 points of slashing damage as basically this guy's just basically slashing at you within this net. Or sorry, he's stabbing at you within this net, trying to get between the weaves. That's going to conclude his turn. He's hell bent for election to do that. Gideon,
Can
you
I
are
use
up.
a reaction on that?
You didn't prepare it, but okay,
I don't.
go for it.
Well,
Yeah. What do you want to do?
okay, I'll hold off then.
You
It's
want to
all
do
good.
Hellish Rebuke? I'm assuming.
I was thinking about it, but I mean, it's prepared. It's in my sheet list right now. It's there.
It's the only thing is this is a first level spell, and you only took 6 damage.
No, I know, but I could hurt this motherfucker. But I'm gonna hold off. I am gonna hold off.
Alrighty, that is going to conclude your turn, Gideon. You are up, my friend.
Okay. As he's about to give the command of his guys to attack, I want to quickly unsheath my greatsword from my shoulder, and in one motion, I'm gonna try to chop this guy in front of me. The one who
Nope.
seems terrified of a guy wrapped him in a net. What kind of cowards have you recruited to your crew? I am going to use fainting attack as a bonus action.
Okay.
I expend 1d8 as a superiority die. 4. Okay, to give myself advantage against the opponent in front of me. I am also going to use Great Weapon Mastery.
So -5.
Yep. I attack him with my great sword. And to think, mate, you didn't have to die today.
Oh,
Neither
So
of those
bad. Nope. I totally swing at him, and I guess he was cringing, so I totally missed him completely.
Yeah, so he
whiffed.
basically sort of like he's not afraid of you, so he sort of stands up to you. He's still wary of the dude sitting, the dark evil dude sitting over in the net, but he sort of stands up to you. Your sword sort of comes down right beside him. He looks down, looks back at you, and just sort of that
Really?
will conclude your turn. Are you moving anywhere?
That's it. I forgot we're
Okey
only
doke.
level 3. I get 1 fucking attack. I forgot that. It's your turn.
Richter, you are up, my friend. You currently have 2 on either side of you.
Terrible.
Damn, so that kind of prevents me from. Hmm. Hmm. I'm gonna use vicious mockery on the one that on this one.
Okay. So with DC 13 Wisdom save, and he has disadvantage on Dex Wisdom saves, I believe. Currently, let me check.
It might just be against
He
them.
just moved.
Feature has disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while the source of its fear is within sight. So yes, it has disadvantage on Wisdom saves. So
That guy
make a
just
Wisdom
moved.
save.
He was there.
Where the hell did he go?
He's
Oh,
just
he's
right
down
there.
here. Yeah, sorry, that's my bad.
So what,
He is going to take.
you have to roll less than 13.
So is 9, so that will definitely hit, and he takes 4 points of psychic damage as you just. So as he's terrified, you're sort of spouting out just taunts at him, like basically it's saying, run, little bitch, run. And he's just like, he's mentally hurt right now. He's actually, you're hurting his feelings. You're hurting his feelings, and it's physically hurting him. That's what's happening right now. Anything else for your turn?
No, that's it.
Bandit Captain is going to come up next, and he goes,
It has disadvantage on its next attacks.
okay, well, it's not going to really be able to take an attack. It's going to haul ass away from the very terrifying thing that's sitting in its net. The Bandit Captain turns up and goes, you're going to regret the day you decided to come against the Blue Lagoon. And he runs directly towards you. He gets... Oh, sorry. He's going to move here. He gets multi-attack. And multi-attack for captains is the captain makes 3 melee attacks. 2 with its scimitar and 1 with its dagger.
Okay.
So, its first attack is going to be... Does a 24 hit?
Definitely does. How does he
you
gain
take 7
advantage?
points-
Does he get advantage?
No. But the
Oh,
24 is
okay.
the first one.
Oh, I got you.
Second attack with the scimitar. 9 does not hit.
Oh, when he
And
misses, I use a superiority die. I have an ability called Riposte. And when a creature misses you with a melee attack, you can use your reaction to expend 1 superiority die to make a melee weapon attack against it. So
I'm the same thing as him, basically. Okay, so you're gonna take the slashing damage. You're gonna parry the second attack, the miss.
Yeah, but let me say this though, right? I don't know how much damage I'll do on a second attack, so we should wait for the third one until I
Okay.
swing at him. All right. I'm gonna swing at him now. And being that it's an opportunity to attack him, I'm going to
So you
use
get to make
great.
a melee attack, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna use Great Weapon Mastery. The -5.
Okay. I gotta make sure you can do that on a reaction.
It says when I make a melee attack.
Okay. All right.
I'm going to okay, so just roll a d20 for
So
the
you've
attack.
already expended the superiority die for the reaction, right? So you're just gonna make the great weapon.
that was my bonus attack. I mean that was my bonus action.
Yeah, I
used-
know that, but then you're also burning another superiority die to do this reaction.
Yeah, to do this reaction, yes.
Okay. All right. And then, so you're just doing Great Weapon Mastery is what you're doing with the melee attack.
Yeah.
Okay, make a melee
What-
attack with your, I'm assuming with your greatsword. Seems like, just in space, it seems like a reaction with a greatsword is, I find it laughable, but...
It's D&D, bro. Most of that shit is like that.
So 13
okay.
will not hit.
Yeah, but -5, 13 -5 is 7. I'm going to use yeah, you're right. My fault. No, it's 8. Yeah, it is. My fault. It's 8. I'm going to use precision attack. Precision attack.
and-
When you make a melee attack, you can roll a superiority. I'm sorry, I'm wrong. I'm using a superiority die to do this. I can't add on to it. I just missed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, so you just straight miss. So
Yep.
okay, so you're down 2 superiority die. So that first one.
Yep.
So this is sort of the action that happens. He dives in with he comes in with a swipe on the first scimitar attack. It hits you across the arm. You sort of brandish your arm in honor. He comes in with the second stab attack. You sort of pull it back and you pull down with your greatsword, but the greatsword misses. He bumps back. He comes back in with his dagger. So you take a total of 13 points of slashing and piercing damage combined. As he just basically you basically engaged in this massive melee with each other, and that is going to conclude his turn. And I don't think he's going to go anywhere else. He's going to like where he's staying. This bandit is up. He is already 30 feet away from you. So he is simply going to move. He's got to move outside, so he's going to take an attack of opportunity. However, an attack of opportunity is a reaction which you've already taken. Unless that doesn't. I don't get it. Does that count as a reaction?
It does. I use my reaction to do. Let me use repulse. Let me check real quick.
Okay.
So
he's gonna get 1 block away from you, Ganja, and as he gets 1 block away from you with that,
it's a 13.
I'm trying to find that actual. What's that?
13.
Yeah, I used my reaction. I did.
Yeah, and he gets a chance now that he's 30 feet away from you, right?
Yeah.
Because you're no longer in his line of sight. It is pitch black outside. I want to point that out to everybody. But it will. He does have to make a wisdom saving throw, or else he's going to be still terrified until he can't see you at all. 12 does not make it still, so he is still frightened of you. So he is going to use the rest of his turn to basically move. His vision is. What's anybody's regular vision?
Mine's 60-foot dark vision.
Mine is 60-foot dark vision. Yeah.
And that fire gives off, what is it, 30 feet? 60 feet.
Oh, sure. Good solid point. So he's fucked off. So he's fucked off at the edge of the map, essentially.
Yeah, because he's still 5 feet within. Yeah. Actually, he's out of the 30 foot. Never mind, that doesn't matter.
Yeah, he's outside your 30 feet, but that doesn't matter. He can still see you, technically, because it's 50 feet radius from the fire.
Okay.
It's a 50 foot radius from the fire, because fire gives off 50 feet, is what you said, Pino?
It's either 30 with dim light after, or 60. Something.
So regardless,
weird.
you can still... So yeah, that's as far as he's going to be able to get away. So he's going to be able to get another check after. Pino, you are up.
So is he still within my 60 foot of dark vision?
Yes, you can still see him.
Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna let him go. This guy in front of me, the captain here, is he wearing metal armor?
He is not. He's wearing studded leather armor.
So the studs are metal, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to cast heat metal.
Yep.
As an action on those studs. I'll put it in the chat there for you.
Your heavy metal armor, such as a heavy or medium metal armor that you can see within range. You cause the object to go red hot. Any creature in physical contact with the object takes 2d8 fire damage when you cast the spell, and until the spell ends, you can use a bonus action on each of your subsequent turns to cause this damage again. Wow. Woo!
It is concentration.
Remember, the creature must succeed on a Constitution saving throw or drop the object if it can. If it doesn't drop the object, it has disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks, so it will drop its armor. Okay, wow, solid.
If he can.
So I think he'll pass the Constitution saving throw, and so he just basically all of a sudden these studs start to glow like this red hot. He goes, "Whoa!" and he just sort of throws it off. The armor class of him is now severely reduced. I think he's down to... So does he take the damage?
Oh yeah, as soon as I cast it. As soon as I cast it, he takes the damage because he's got to feel it before he throws it, right?
Oh, sorry. The creature must succeed on a Constitution saving throw or drop the object if it can. If it doesn't drop the object, it has disadvantage on. So what the hell's the point of the Constitution saving throw?
It's so on his turn.
No, but honestly, it's hot enough to burn him, but it didn't. It's not hot enough where he had to take it off. Because it says you pass the con save or drop it. So if you pass the
Well,
con
no,
save,
but
you
then
shouldn't
it
have to
says
drop it.
then there's no reason why it wouldn't drop, because then it also says it has disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks.
If it doesn't
gives you
drop
the-
the object, it gives you. Oh damn! It does say that. Oh, but
Yeah,
only,
so if
but
it's
look,
something that is impossible,
but
if it
listen,
is
read the
something that
rest
is
of it.
impossible to drop, then
Read-
he's going to take it every time. If it's something that he can drop, he passed his con save. He doesn't drop it immediately. He can choose to use his action to take off his armor on his turn.
I disagree
Yeah.
because know why? It says succeed on a con saving throw or drop the object if it can. So he passed the con save. He shouldn't have to drop
So
the armor.
if
bro.
a creature holding or wearing the object and takes the damage from it, the creature must succeed on a con save
Mhm.
to throw or drop the object if it can. Right? So on the con save, creature must succeed on.
See what I mean? Like, there's no
So,
benefit.
if
to
he,
the
so
passing
no,
the
in other
con
words,
save, in my
I
Oh,
do it
no,
on-
I
no,
see what the problem is.
listen. If
I
I
see what
do
the
it on your
problem
weapon and you don't want to drop your weapon because you don't want to do unarmed strikes, you can pass a con save to keep holding on to your weapon.
But
That's
even
what
still,
it's
then you're
don't,
gonna
but-
get
but listen, but if you
disadvantage
don't-
and everything
yeah.
else too. Like,
Yeah,
there's
that
no
sucks.
reason
That's
why I
really
shouldn't.
bad.
Fuck
Yeah,
me.
there's definitely no reason why you
think
shouldn't,
this-
but you have to take the initial damage.
It
Either
is
way.
a second
Nah,
level
it makes
spell.
sense
Like,
though,
it's-
because even if you decide to take the initial damage, there is a backswing to holding a fiery fucking sword. I mean, a burning sword.
He's gonna hoop his armor off, and that knocks him down to 12 armor class for one.
Woo!
But
Nice.
yeah,
Fire.
it should really say if it has to do it on his turn or not, because it usually takes an action that you take off your armor.
I'm gonna assume it does. He can take it off within this because it says it within the spell. So now you have to maintain concentration to maintain that heat spell. So he's just gonna hoop off his armor and throw it on the ground. He will actually 2d8 damage. You know what? No, he's not going to. He's not going to take off that armor. It's going to burn him. He's going to deal with it. He's going to get disadvantage on his next attack. Ah, shit. If it doesn't drop the object, it has disadvantage on attack rolls. Fuck me sideways. No, he's just going to drop it. He's going to pull it off.
Yeah, so if you fail your con check and it's on your sword, you have to drop it. It doesn't give him a choice. That's what that.
He's gonna drop his armor, and it's gonna drop him down to 12. He's gonna throw it on the ground. He takes 8 points of damage. That's gonna be your turn.
Bonus action. I'm going to throw up my spirit totem of the bear.
Is that a spell?
Uh,
That's a long read.
He just
Because
needs
you
the
have to
bear
read
part.
over, just look for one part of it.
The
It's
bear
right
spirit
here.
grants you and your allies its might and endurance. Each creature within your choice
Level.
has 5
So-
plus your druid level, so it's 5 plus 3, so it's 8.
Yeah, I could
dropping it.
use that.
Dropping it right on the fire. Basically, everybody gets an advantage on strength checks. And
You said 8 health?
8 temporary,
temporary.
HP.
Yeah, I know.
Nice.
I'm just,
I can use that.
I certainly could use that.
And that's
Yeah.
going to end my turn.
Thanks, Pino.
All right. Gab, you're out.
That
No worries.
will help. That might change my next round a little bit. And maybe, yeah.
So I fired underneath this. I would say that's my reaction. Is stuff popped off. I was already underneath the horse and carriage.
Yep.
Okay, so
Yep.
I'm gonna see all the madness going on around me, and I'm gonna see that this captain has announced himself as the leader, and I'm gonna think I should obviously go after. You know what? I'm gonna go after the guy that's closest to me, that's holding ganja in a sack. He's the biggest threat, I think, right now.
DM, I gotta make a point. I gotta make a concentration check because I took Shield of Faith as a concentration. So
And
I
you
took
took
damage after I cast it.
Okay.
So I
Go
will
ahead and
roll
make
that
it while
now.
Dab's doing his thing. Dab, go ahead and make your attack.
So I would, from underneath of this horse and carriage, or whatever that fucking animal's called.
I think
You
I
pass.
I would cast Ice Knot. No, I'm gonna just use
Ice-
cantrip Firebolt.
Cantrip Firebolt.
Yeah, Ice Knife would hurt. My
Okay.
friends. I don't know why it rolled
So I'm going to take the
twice.
first one. 18 will definitely hit.
It's really 19, right, Dad?
Yep. Because I got +1 to hits for all my spells
That's
with my
correct.
new staff.
Yeah,
So
remember
19,
that, Dad.
What's the damage?
1 fucking fire.
Ooh.
Holy
So you basically light a small, like you shoot off a firebolt. It basically lights a small like singe in his pants, and he sort of pats it out. Why is Richter rolling firebolt? Wait, why? Wait a minute.
Somebody has to.
Dappa, is that going to conclude your turn?
Yeah, I'm just gonna stay held up underneath this thing.
All
That'll end my
This
turn.
bandit is now going to hellbent for election, move away. So Richter and Ganja, you don't get one because you are currently restrained. But
Well,
Richter
would we
does.
be with disadvantage, wouldn't it? Oh, I'm restrained. Never mind. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're still restrained.
That,
Ganja, you or Richter, you
that-
still do.
that
Unless
doesn't mean you can't attack, bro. That means you swing a disadvantage. You do get an attack of opportunity. You just
Do I?
swing a disadvantage. Restrained just means you can't
well,
move.
Terrible ass rolls all night.
And you get
All night,
disadvantage.
Terrible rolls.
Yeah, restrained is just 0 movement speed.
Yeah, and you get disadvantage on attacks.
Yeah, attack rolls are disadvantage. All right, yeah, you can try and hit him.
Oh, let
Richter
me
doesn't hit him.
fuck this guy up, because that would be fucking great.
First one was good.
Close.
Second one was good.
Go
Go ahead and roll for damage.
Fuck yeah.
Good shit, bro.
To think you
Um,
can't get the fuck out that net. Chop that shit on your turn, bro.
Should I fucking divine smite this motherfucker?
Why not? You hit him.
Yeah, I'm gonna divine smite it.
Divine Smite on a reaction?
It's on a hit. If you hit him, you can smite.
Any hit, and it adds 2d8. So that'll be 7 slashing. And nice
Whoa.
15 thunder damage. Or
So
whatever
he is
damage.
basically you can kill him any way you like, but I also need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. As I'm
My
making
son
that.
killed him from a net.
I slice his fucking Achilles heel as he tries to run away. Achilles tendon.
All right, so you slice his Achilles tendon as he falls, as he goes to run away. He falls down completely dead.
Oh my god, you
and,
chopped this guy's fucking leg off.
Basically, is what happened. Ganja, you are up. Con save was successful.
Nice.
Anything below a 15.
Are you serious, mate? My companions are killing your men from inside of the net. Your crew is a
Ganja, your turn.
disgrace.
Oh, it is my turn. Then I'm gonna swing around behind this guy.
Gotta break the net first, man.
You're in the net first.
Oh, sorry.
You got
my bad.
advantage on strength checks now, though.
You should be out because it's only 10. You only gotta beat 10 to break the net. For the strength check, or you get to attack it. You can attack it. But yeah, you could break the net. I think you just gotta beat 10 to break it.
I got 16 if it was with advantage. So why did I get advantage from that?
Spirit of the bear totem.
Oh, nice, fucking cool.
I'm gonna chop the shit out of this guy. I'm
That's
glad it's
beast penal.
I'm
'cause-
glad the other guy ran away. I had bad luck against him. But I'm gonna chop the shit out of this captain guy. His AC is
Sorry, I
fucking
gotta
12.
use my spell slot there too, because I did use up a spell slot. The reason I'm kind of blowing my wad here is because we were in the middle of a long rest. I'm assuming I'm
Yeah.
gonna get one after this.
Plus, that's just
I-
the
I
right
know
way.
I know I did that before with myself, but I was like, fuck it. You
Nah.
know?
Yo, you did your job.
You're going to use your action to break out of the net. You managed to
Yeah.
successfully do that. So what are you doing with the rest?
Okay, bonus action. I am going to. I'm just going to end my turn there, and I'll hook Richter up with some advantage on his next turn. I'm not gonna.
Okay,
waste
so
a
that's going to
spell slot
conclude
right
your
there.
turn. It is the bandit in between you's turn now. He is going to go after you after seeing you basically. So you're out of the net now. He's going to go after you after seeing one hell of an attack on him, or on his buddy. He is going to come at you with his 2 scimitar attacks. Probably not going to be very effective. First one's a 7, is going to miss.
I just laugh at him as I block it with my shield. My eyes are
Second
still
one's an
dark
8,
black.
so both of those get missed. He is going to basically move down here, so at least he's got both of you in view. Gideon, you are up.
Well, mate, you did a bit of damage to me last turn, but look how the tide has turned. Am I within range of getting the advantage on stuff?
Strength
The
checks, yeah.
bear-
What do you mean?
What does it bear totem
Yeah.
do again?
It's advantage
your
on
strength
strength
check.
check and ability. Strength, ability, saves. Saves and checks.
Oh, okay.
Plus a 7 temp HP.
I got it.
Eight.
Okay, so
What is it?
I'm gonna move right in front of this guy, and I'm like, look at you! You took off your armor. You're just in a state of disarray, man. But don't worry.
8.
I know you're far away from the sea, but you'll drown in your own blood and still get to Davy Jones' locker. I'm going to attack him with my greatsword.
Stripping his colors off. What a disgrace.
I only get one attack, so I kind of want to think about it for a second now. Who would benefit? Should I hit this guy with a net and see if somebody could benefit from that?
Take his head off.
All right, fuck it.
You
I'm
only
just...
have one net left. Keep that in mind.
I know, but no, actually, too. I picked up one when I was the second one I threw. The one I threw and I missed the sorcerer guy. I picked that one up when we was on the way out. So I got 2 now. But I'm not gonna use it anyway. Like you said, probably the best use of my turn is to attack him. So I'm gonna do the same spiel. I'm gonna use my superiority point to give myself fainting attack.
How many superiority die you have?
After I use this, I'll have 1 left.
Okay, so you've used 3. Okay.
Yeah, this will be the 3rd one I'm using now. And I'm great weapon mastery to attack him. Great sword. This time I'm not gonna talk no shit because the last time I talked shit it didn't go my way. So maybe wait till after I hit him to talk to shit. That sounds better.
So you're spending the superiority die to roll
to gain advantage. Yep. Yep. It's the roll is 19. -5 will put it to 14. And
to 14.
Yep.
Okay, so he's going to use his reaction to parry, which adds 3 to his AC. So he's basically going to bring in that greatsword. He's going to sort of pull it off to the side and sort of smile at you and go, "Damn, doing this so cocky, my friend," and pull back. So that's not going to hit him.
Gotcha. I missed. Now I'm going to action surge.
Okay.
And I'm going to attack him again.
Okay. Same spiel. You're going to use your
Same
last superiority
spiel.
die?
Yep. If you.
Okay. Final superiority die.
Yep. But no, actually, I'm not going to use the superiority die. I'm just going to attack him. Because if I miss, I can use precision and roll 1 and maybe make it a hit.
And precision is their last superiority die.
Yeah, but I didn't use it yet. I'm going to wait and see what happens with just a regular swing.
Okay. So just a regular shot?
Yeah, great weapon mastery -5. Oh, I rolled damage instead of hit. My fault. Here.
Nice, buddy.
So that'll add 10 to your attack, right?
Yep.
10 to damage.
10 to
10
damage.
to damage. All right, so go ahead and roll for damage.
And I didn't use my superiority die.
Nope. So a total of 22 damage. So you pull back with the greatsword. You sort of slice him across the like straight across the chest.
Now, can I go from the miss? Because remember, I swung and I missed. But when I missed him, I reversed it and
So
swung
you
back
reverse
again.
it back. It slices directly across his chest. He looks down, and 22 is a good amount of damage. But he looks down, grabs some of his blood, licks it, and just smiles at you.
Wow, you're a degenerate, mate.
That's 22 plus 10, right?
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, I forgot the
32.
plus
Correct,
10. Yeah,
32.
32.
It's 32 damage.
He does the same.
Oh, damn, he's ballsy.
That's-
30. Damn, he took 32
30.
damage. Okay, so he licked his blood. Yeah, mate, you're a degenerate. I'm pretty sure that's how you get hepatitis.
Richter, you are up.
All right, I'm gonna move down 3 squares right here so I can get advantage on this bandit of the Blue Lagoon and his bitch ass.
Wait.
And I'm gonna take my 2-weapon attack. I'm gonna attack twice with my short sword with advantage.
Sorry, what?
For his bonus action,
Oh, he
he's going to use
ducked
his
and
2-weapon attack.
flanked.
Oh,
He ducked and
15.
flanked, that's why.
15 doesn't hit.
15 does not hit these gentlemen.
All right, second swing. $21.
16. Well, 21 certainly does.
Do
So
7
he
damage.
takes 7 points of piercing damage as you sort of duck behind him and sort of slash him in the back. And you know your sword just sort of falls in, comes out, and you see a small trickle of blood falling down his back. He sort of turns back at you and sort of snarls. Is that going to end your turn?
Yeah, that'll end my turn.
All right, Bandit Captain's turn. He's after licking that blood. He's going to turn back at you, Gideon, and he's just going to go full force with his multi-attack again. He's going to attack you with his scimitar first. So 23 hits. You take 9 points of slashing damage for that. 9 is not going to hit.
And I'm going to use my superiority die to retaliate.
So the last superiority die that you own,
Yep.
okay?
I'm going to try to get rid of his ass right here. I'm not going to add anything to it. I'm just going to attack him.
Okay.
As when he misses, I'm going to try to chop him down now.
You are
And
not
I
gonna hit him.
failed. Oh, man,
So you
I am
swing
missing today.
He laughs again. He's going to come back last but not least with his dagger. And a 20 hits, so you take a total of 9 plus 5. You take 14 points of piercing damage. Sorry. Yeah, 14 points of piercing damage, which I believe knocks you out, doesn't it?
No, it doesn't. I have a temporary help.
Temp.
Healing.
Yep.
Which was 8 or 8.
And I had 12
additional,
health. Oh, damn. I had 12 health plus that 8. That put me at 20. And I just took,
You took
how much?
14.
Yeah, so I'm
Nine
at 6.
No, sorry, 15. Yeah, 14. You took 14 points of piercing damage.
So I'm at 6.
Okay, then he is going to... He's already used his multi-attack. He doesn't have a bonus action. That's going to be his turn. He is also going to... He's not going to move out of the way. He's going to do it. That's it. This bandit is finally going to get another chance to swing for... Or try for his... Because he's far enough away at this point. He's going to try to get out of that wisdom check. Fails again, so he's just going to keep moving his ass away.
This guy fucking booked it. That's the pirate way, too.
That is going to conclude his turn. Pino, you are up.
We're having a titanic battle right now with this fucking pirate captain.
So I'm gonna move in behind this pirate captain, and I'm gonna just laugh maniacally as I drop the concentration for the first spell, and I cast Heat Metal again on his scimitar.
Which one? He's got 2.
Well, the one in his right hand.
Okay, so you cast Heat Metal. Go ahead and do your 2d8. He's going to do his con save, which I still find is a useless roll.
Well, if he fails it, he has to drop his sword, right? He has no choice.
Okay, so he drops the sword. He
Failed it.
takes 11 points of damage. Is that going to be your turn?
Bonus action, nothing. Yeah, bonus action, nothing.
Okay,
Yep,
Dab,
that's
you're
it.
up.
Okay, I'm gonna see from underneath the bush that one guy I was shooting at was dead now, and I'm gonna see that these two are fighting the captain over there, and I'm gonna fire. First level magic missile, and all 3 right at the captain.
Okay.
So first one will do 4 force damage.
Yep.
Second one will do 3 force damage. And the third one will do 3 force damage.
Damn, that was a heavy
7,
hit.
8, 9, 10 hits.
He's looking rough. He's looking worried, but he's not down yet.
And that'll be my turn.
What you say you were from again, mate? The Blue Lagoon? You look like you're from the shit house right now.
Bandit's dead. That bandit is dead. Wait, did I just delete the wrong bandit? No, Ganja, your turn.
Okay. Shield. Is it a bonus action to swing out my shield and pull out my other sword?
Yes, sir, it is.
I am doing that. And I'm gonna look at the guy. I don't know if he's looking at Richter. I'm just gonna kind of whisper in his ear, but if he's looking at me, I'm just gonna say, "As you can see, me and my friends are not to be fucked with," and I'm just gonna take 2 swipes at him. Actually, I cannot because my bonus action is the 2-weapon attack, but I'm gonna swipe at him with the new sword.
Wait, what do you mean the new sword?
The death sword.
Oh, this
Okay.
guy is an asshole, bro.
Frankly, I thought you were carrying it already anyways, but okay.
This is this the best.
I'm gonna. How does this guy look right now? How full on health does he look?
He's full up. I mean, he didn't really
Okay.
get hit much.
I'm smiting this bitch.
He got sent. So you're gonna burn another divine smite?
Yep.
How many
So
of those
it's
do you
gonna
get?
be. I have 1 more spell slot left.
Okay.
I know I'm blowing my wad, but we were kind of in the middle of a long rest, so I'm hoping you don't. That's me, but yeah, I'm gonna do it. So I'm just gonna roll the damage from the. Well, I'll see what this does first.
Yeah,
It's
you smoke
one-handed, so, and yeah, I'll divine smite him.
And you smoked him.
No,
Oh,
he didn't
that
smoke
was
him,
only
sorry.
5. That was
Oh.
only 5.
Yeah, it was only 5. On a
You
crit,
rolled
only 5.
Yeah,
2 ones. Rolled 2 ones.
that's
The
brutal.
suckiest
But I am
bastard is
smiting it.
terrible.
So, for fuck's sakes. And then 3 for the fucking. That's brutal.
He's still not dead. This absolutely massive thing, and Ganja, you have to make a Constitution saving throw with disadvantage because you pulled a wonderful little crit there too.
Can you make one with sugar so I can have
Anything
Why is-
lower than a 15.
Why does he have to roll a con save?
He's got death sword in his hands.
Oh, I
Your
forgot.
sword.
Yo, if he fails to save, he has to fucking kill us.
You got the first one. Let's see the second one.
Sorry, it rolled on D&D Beyond. I'll roll it again.
Lex, your mic is
Get off
not
it.
muted.
My mic isn't muted?
No.
I bet.
Oh, fuck. Just what a day for him to roll lucky.
He did mad shit in the net. Now he's got the fucking Death Saber out doing all kinds of gangster
Wait a
shit.
minute. Yeah, wait. Oh yeah, he got out of the net. So yeah, okay. So that's it. So you blew a crit and you managed to do 8 damage. He's wary and he's hurting, but he's not dead.
Okay.
That is going to conclude his turn or your turn. I'm assuming, unless you're moving somewhere.
No, I think me and Richter can. I'll yell, "Be over in a second," and I'll just stay there.
Okay, it is this bandit's turn now. He's going to turn back to you and take a swing with his scimitar.
AC is 17 right now.
12 is not hit. Neither does an 8. So that is going to conclude that guy's turn. Gideon, you're up.
When
Stripped him of his
I'm
dignity,
I'm
Gideon.
kind of wounded. This guy looks fucked up too, so I'm not walking away. I'm fucking taking this guy down. So I'm gonna cock back my sword and fuck all the frills. I'm just gonna chop him with it. I'm done
Okay.
with you and your Blue Lagoon lackeys, mate. It's about time I put an end to you. And I did
You ain't putting
not.
an end to shit.
Yeah, no,
you have
that-
advantage. You have
I
advantage.
What? Oh shit! Yes, I do
Yes,
have
he does have
advantage.
advantage.
Yeah, DM, watch your
flanking.
mouth, bro. Watch your mouth.
All right, let's see it. You ain't having
Just
shit.
enough.
No,
No,
wait a
he's
minute, wait a
only
minute.
12
Isn't
AC because he
AC
dropped his
12?
armor.
His AC is
Yeah.
12.
He parries, and he pulls it away.
How many times can he do that?
What?
How many times can he do the parry?
Reaction.
Reaction once per turn.
Gotcha. I'm
It's-
just
So he
asking.
parries
I
to
don't
get
know.
away from that first hit.
Yeah, that's it. That's all I get. You only get one.
Let's move
swing or
away,
three.
Gideon.
Richter.
Nah, because then he gets an attack of opportunity.
No, he doesn't. It's just reaction.
Oh, he
Wait, who
did.
gets-
Yo, I'm
who
gonna
gets
move
the
away from
opportunity
that.
of attack? Me?
Well, hey, okay, all right. That's some hardcore table talk, but I guess I'll let
Yeah.
it be.
Sorry.
My fault. But also, too, we're right here by each other. You're like, he couldn't advise me in combat this close. That doesn't make sense.
Oh, it's a 6-second piece. He's not, and he can't read your mind to know if you want to move away or not.
No, I said
Anyways,
move away
As
to
soon as
tell
I
him.
attacked and missed, he said move away.
Move away by all means. Just watch the table talk. Richter, you're
Got
up.
Okay, I am going to.
But that also got rid of your I'm holding you to where you moved to, so that got rid of your the advantage on the attack for Pino.
Got it.
Flanking.
Richter, go ahead. Richter's just gonna short sword the fuck out of the dude behind him. That is not gonna hit. Oh yeah, sorry, it will hit.
Thank you.
Because it's advantage. I think that's just sweet justice. So Ganja just did this massive swing around with the sword, got a crit. How do you want to do him in there, Richter?
No, it's all good.
Pretty much just after he makes this swing, I'm just going to give him one quick jab with the thing, and he'll whip my short sword, and he'll fall slow.
All right, so you crash him down. He is all but dead. Now
Am I
is
able
when
to
shit
move?
gets real.
Am I able to move and then do my second attack to the captain?
No.
Really?
What? So you have multi attack, or sorry, you have.
Yeah,
Two
why
weapon
wouldn't he
fighting.
be able to do that?
2 weapon
I'd be
fighting
able
for
to
the bonus
move and
action.
then use my bonus attack
That's a
to
fucking stretch.
take a second swing. This is my 30 feet of movement right here.
Yeah.
So it's your bonus action to do that, right?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I guess that's allowed.
Okay, so I'm gonna run up on this guy 30 feet. I don't have enough.
I am quite the loving DM. All right, I'm committing you to that spot.
Well, I can't move here. I mean,
Okay.
maybe I could if I, finagled and moved like diagonally here instead. But I'm
Well,
going.
considering I already gave you to go over the fire without any hindered movement.
Well, I was thinking I would go 5 here, 5 to the right, and then 15 here. I would actually have more movement if I did that.
But you still wouldn't be able to get over there. You'd be at 30 where you are.
Yeah.
So either way, go ahead and make your attack there.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Actually, I can get there if I wanted to.
How?
I
30,
would go. Oh no, I'm
30.
sorry. I thought I was here. I'm off by
No,
one.
you were
You're
on the
right.
bottom end.
Yes, you're right. All right, I'm just gonna take I'm actually gonna move next to the fire. I'm not even gonna use all my thing, and I'm gonna look at my crossbow, and I'm gonna hope to get that.
Oh, the crit.
Yeah, I'm gonna hope to get the crit. Why not?
Okay.
right? It's a regular attack. I'm not gonna get advantage. So. Oh no, I have to use my sword. It's 2-weapon fighting.
Mm-hmm.
My bad. Ah.
That is not. That is going to hit actually.
Oh,
Yes.
nice. Oh, because he got rid of his shield, right?
Or he's
Yeah.
already used his reaction.
And he's already used his reaction. So he takes 5 points of damage, or 7
7.
points of damage. So he's in rough shape. He's definitely looking bad. That's gonna conclude your turn. There's nothing else. you can do.
Surrender while you can, while you still breathe.
He hears you say that, Gideon. He looks to you, smiles. All of a sudden, Pino, you see him walk up a step and absolutely disappear. As he walks up the step, all of a sudden, Gideon, he pops up from behind you.
Guy
Walks
has
down a step,
multi-step.
shows up behind you, and he just sort of turns to you and goes, "Let's see if you're such a loudmouth with this inside you." And he takes a dagger, and you see some type of liquid sort of tipped off the dagger. He's gonna basically put it in with as much force as he can, and he's gonna double attack with that dagger, just in case. First one's gonna miss.
Yes.
Second one's gonna hit.
Yep.
He jabs it into the side of you. You take 6 points of piercing damage, which I believe does that drop
Exactly enough.
you? You also are you're inflicted with a poison of some sort.
I'm down. How am I inflicted with poison? I'm downed.
So as he stabs into you, he pulls out, and this black sort of ichor falls out of the wound inside of you, and you see the veins inside. So, Pino, you'd be able to see this happen. You see the veins inside of you start to like pulse black, and they're pulsing black, and they're starting to move up your head as you lie on the floor. He smiles and says, "Tell your loud." Oh, sorry, my bad, wrong accent. He turns to you and says, "Tell your loud-mouthed pirate to mind his own business from now on." And he is going to now make a break. He's going to use his movement to make a break for it.
He gets full movement after doing that teleport thing.
Well, Misty Step's a reaction, I believe. Or no, it's a... What is Misty Step?
Bonus action.
Bonus action. So yes, he does get his full movement. We went through this with the other guy. So he is going to get his full movement, which is... He's just basically going to follow his buddy away. Pirates are not noble people. They don't stay and fight. So that's going to be his action. You are down right now, Gideon. This bandit's turn. He's going to get one last chance to try and do a wisdom save. Did you do any other spells?
Well, it's not a spell that he's got to do it on. It's my channel divinity.
Yeah, you're right. Sorry. Okay, so never mind. So it's not based on your concentration then. So yeah, he's going to try again. He's been failure so far. And he's gonna fail again.
Fail again.
He's still terrified of you. So he's just hauled ass. Like, he's gone. Like, that dude's just all but fucked off. And that's gonna conclude his turn. Punu, you are still up. You still technically have the captain in your sights.
Come on, Punu.
Go get him. I got Gideon.
Please kill him.
So,
Pino, let's go. Let's go, Pino. Let's go.
Pino still hasn't used his magic abilities of, being able to turn into a fucking animal.
yeah, I'm sorry. You just made me fucking have to look for this. Fuck is it?
Turn into a fucking octopus, man.
Run into something fast enough to catch this fucking coward motherfucker.
Pulling up the list of the things that I actually can turn into.
You don't got a beam or a fucking spell? Cast a spell on this fuck.
Moonbeam his ass.
Yeah.
No, don't have it.
His ass.
Don't have it. Fuck. Alright, so Alright. I'm gonna use my full movement instead. 30 feet there. And I'm going to cast Entangle.
Nice.
And I'm going to put the majority of it past him so that he is on. So, you know what I mean? Like, so that he is at the start of it, and he has to, if he wants to run straight away from me, he has to run through the entire 20 feet of it.
Yep.
So he's got to make a strength save of 13 or be restrained. And
He fails that.
Oh my god.
so he is restrained and in difficult terrain, and that is going to end my turn.
Let's go, Pino.
So as we said before, restraint doesn't prevent him from casting a spell, correct?
Yeah. I don't know about spell. I was doing a melee.
No, you
but
can.
That's,
You can
yeah,
Misty
I'm
Step.
sure you can. Yeah,
You can Misty Step.
I'm sure you can.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think. I'm pretty sure, unless you actually have to
It's-
physically step. But I think it's just
Reddit
a spell.
says
It doesn't work
so.
like that.
Misty Step, absolutely. I would think you can do that.
Yeah.
That's Pino's turn. Gab, you are up.
All right, I take my movement.
Well,
to-
actually, what is Misty Step? Because if it's only schematic, he might not be able to do it being restrained. If it's verbal and
No, as long as he
material
can see it,
and-
he can get there. Restrained, he would still be allowed to see.
No,
outside of where
he's
coming.
got a.
With
If he has
schematic,
to
you gotta
move-
like move your hands and stuff like that, and if you're restrained, you can't.
And
I
he
don't
did
know.
do a
But-
signature
no.
acceptance.
You know
It's a
what? I
straight-
made I
Let me
made a
say this.
melee attack, so you know what? I made a melee
Nah,
attack,
no,
so
no,
yeah,
no,
he
no,
can
look,
move his
no.
hands.
I think we need to talk about that a little more because know why? When he did Misty Step both times, he did a dramatic step motion thing that he did, right? He lifted his foot and then he disappeared.
You guys are arguing semantics considering I gave your guy a melee attack while he was inside a net.
Yeah, no.
That's ballsy.
Yeah.
But
You're
you
right.
can
You're
attack
totally
the
right.
net though. You can attack the
can
net. That's a
cast.
part of the rules.
He can, but he can move his hands. He can use any kind of components. He's just unable to move from that
Yeah.
space.
Does not.
Yeah,
so
he can
this-
lift
I
the
agree
foot.
with that.
Oh yeah,
His
restrained
speed
lifts
is
against
not-
the net. So yeah, he should be able to
So
do that.
here's straight
Yeah.
out of the D&D forums. Neither Misty Step nor Shadow requires this creature's speed to work. The restraint
okay,
condition
yeah.
doesn't prohibit the casting of spells,
Mhm.
Gotcha.
regardless of the component.
Yeah.
No, I agree with that.
And if I remembered about Misty Step, I wouldn't even have cast Disentangle, so that's my bad. So he got lucky.
You tried, bro.
What are you
Yeah.
doing?
Hey,
I think Dab's got something for his ass. So
Yeah, I'm firing off ice knife at him.
Go,
Oh
Dad.
shit!
So
That hits.
that's also a
Oh,
plus
Get his
1.
ass, Dab. Get his ass, Dab.
So he takes
Ah.
2 piercing, and then he's got to roll a dex
14.
save or take another 6.
2 piercing roll. He gets disadvantage on dex saves as he's restrained.
Yep.
Actually, is it auto fail because he's restrained? Because he can't move.
How's this
It
guy
just
not
says disadvantage on dex saves.
Is it?
So
Okay.
13
That's fine.
wouldn't make it. So he would take 6. He'd take 8 damage altogether.
Ooh,
Nice.
he is a hurting unit. He is a hurting unit.
Kill this motherfucker.
That's right.
He's
These
down a pretty
niggas
good
are
amount. So
dumbass
you-
hits, man.
How far are you?
So ice knife, you basically hit him with a pierce, and then the piercing cold makes him even colder, right?
Oh, it explodes. It's a shard of ice that
Oh,
hits him and then
shit.
explodes.
Okay,
upon
so it
impact.
explodes, and then as it explodes, yeah, he's a hurting unit right now. So it was a solid shot, Dab. Ganja, you are up.
Yes, I can get to him. I'm gonna run and just like leap over the fire. As I'm doing so, I don't think he would have seen me use it during this battle because we were both doing our own thing on other sides. So I'm gonna sheath the death sword as I'm running over. I'm gonna leap over the fire.
Let's get an
you
acrobatics
get
check.
right
See
there.
if you take fire damage.
Again, I'm
Dad,
gonna
what
be
the
nice
fuck?
here,
Are
so-
you the DM, bro? Whose fucking side are you on?
And
what's
I am
your
gonna
movement?
use
You-
my action 30 feet.
Okay, and you're gonna use your action to.
Use lay on hands. I'm going to use 10 points to heal him. I'm just going to put it up here in the chat with Beyond 20. And
So you're gonna use 10 of your 20,
I'm
right?
going to use the other 10 of my 15, and the other 5 I'm going to use to cure any possible wounds or diseases that he may have.
Okay, that's.
Poisons or diseases.
You
Oh, alternatively, never mind. You know what? I can't do both. Never mind. I just read alternatively. I can't do
Yeah.
both. Yeah, I'll just spend the 5 to neutralize the poison for now.
Okay, all right. So you put your hands down. Lay on. I'm trying to see if that just. This is what I hate about 5e sometimes because it lay on hands like shit like this as blanket statements where it can cure all poisons. But these are synthetic poisons. But
You can cure multiple. Yeah.
it says
Um,
multiple diseases and neutralize multiple poisons. Like what the fuck kind of word is that? What's multiple?
So like if like 3 or 4 different
Means
poisons
many.
or
Oh, I
diseases
see.
are on him,
Oh,
I
one
can spend
poison
5
affecting
for
you.
each one.
Unfortunately, I'm hellbound by the word. So yeah, you clear him. All of a sudden, you see that black ichor start to just sort of recede back. He's still down. He doesn't have the health back, but he's now that black ichor's gone.
And I guess I can't drink.
You're
or I
not
can't
up
feed
yet.
him.
You don't have health, nor are you up yet. Gideon, but you are no longer poisoned.
Man, pick me up, man. I could deal with that poison once I'm up.
Poison's hard. I'll get you. I mean, I'll get you up. I'll get you up. I just can only do one thing right now, and that seemed like the more. You're already down. You don't need to take further.
So that'll be your entire action because you used your bonus action to sheath sword. Or did you pull out your other sword?
No. I sheathed the one sword, and then
You
my
just have
shield's
no
still
sword in your hand.
dangling there. Yeah, I just have one sword in one hand.
Okay,
That'll
so
end my
are you
turn.
doing anything else?
No, that'll end my turn.
Bandit's dead. Gideon, make a death save.
I got you next turn.
So if he gets a nat 1, that's gonna be trouble. Oh
That was
shit!
no, that was a 10. That was a D10. That's a D10.
I was trying to roll a d20, bro.
Oh, I thought I was gonna roll again. You passed the first death save, so that's good. That was a 1. Woo! It would have only dropped you by 2, and you've got guys around you. It would have been fine anyway, but.
Bro, I got guys around me who didn't pick me up when I was down, so it's like I'm confused by this whole situation right now.
Trust me, he did the right thing for you. Richter, you're up. Is Richter here? Am I gonna have to skip Richter?
No. Shoot him.
I'm gonna have to skip Richter. So, Bandit Captain's turn. He is going to.
Yo, hold on. Let's try to get Richter, man. Come on, that's a big turn to let him pass, man.
I got to keep this stuff rolling.
Yeah, you got it. Go ahead. This guy, man.
So he all of a sudden you see this portal form in front of him. He sort of turns back at Pino and goes, "You have my respect," and he disappears into the portal, and he pops back up outside of your, just like on the very periphery of your vision. He's probably about 50 feet away because he can see quite a ways, and then he uses his turn to dash and gets about 120 feet, or sorry, 60, another additional 60 feet away, so a total of about 110 feet away.
30 feet for Misty Step, 60 feet for his movement, 90 feet away. Plus the 25.
Oh yeah, Misty Step's 30 feet, so yeah, he's 90 feet away. Sorry.
Plus the 25.
Plus the 25. Where's the 25?
Between me and him right now.
Yeah. So he's 115 feet away.
115 feet, eh? That's it?
Yeah. So right now he's all but tried to fuck off, and he's basically running out into the woods.
I think Lex is back.
Now, what's your
I am
what's
back.
your total? You have Lex is back.
Yeah.
So you've got a guy that's currently 119 feet away from you.
Oh, I could hit him with my bow.
Or sorry, from you, he is. What's your vision through that?
120.
So he's. What's that? 120? He's
Yeah.
farther than 120 feet away from you.
It was Lex's turn before this guy's turn.
Doesn't matter. Lex wasn't here for that turn. So this guy is off the map right now. But I mean, he is still technically 115 feet away. I can reconfigure everyone if we need to.
I mean,
Right now, Richter,
I'll take that shot. I mean, you know.
You can't see him right now, so you'd be taking it at disadvantage.
That's okay.
All right, so take your crossbow out. Disadvantage.
Does
15
that-
feet will hit him. Or 15 does hit him. And it's at a disadvantage, which you're fine with.
5 damage.
Take 2
Does it
points.
kill him?
5 damage. Ooh, does that kill him? Whoa. No, but he's like, he takes the arrow to the back. He falters, and he's like on the ground. He's like limping away at this point.
Let me get another shot.
He's the roughest of rough right now. He is in very rough shape. He's like gimping away at this point. That's gonna conclude. Richter, are you going anywhere?
I mean, is there anywhere for me to go? I'd love to take a second shot at this guy. But
So I want to see if I can configure everybody down at the bottom of this map and see if I can get everybody sort of back in space. Bear with me here. Bear with me. Okay, that.
Yeah, I really got nothing that's gonna get me there anyway. So
I'm just putting you all down at the bottom here just because then did I go too far over here? So I'll put you at the bottom here because he is currently 100 and what did we say 115 feet from you.
from Pino.
I can't even get that far.
Yeah, no. This,
Way the hell over here.
I mean,
So
Damn
you saw him falter, but I mean you actually didn't even see him falter, Richter, because you can't physically see him right now. He's running off into the dark. You just sort of you heard the arrow hit, and you heard some sort of leaves. What's going on here? So Richter, bandit captain. So Pino, you're up.
so let me see. Does it take to drop that? Plants on the ground, a spell. Thanks for yourself. So what, I don't get to drop the concentration? You know what? I can just drop concentration, right? It doesn't take any actions.
Oh yeah, doesn't take an action.
Yeah,
Or
so
just
that's
a consequence of anything.
yeah. The entangle check, I'm just gonna, or the entangle spell, I'm just gonna drop. And yeah, I got nothing to pursue him with, so I'm gonna go back and reach down, pat Gideon on the shoulder, cast Cure Wounds first level.
Okay, so Gideon, you are back up, I believe. Yeah, first level. So you're back up to 6 health, Gideon. You're sort of back alive. You've just been stabbed in the side. You look down and you expect to see this black sort of vein coming up you because that's the last thing you saw, but you do not see that. And you're currently sort of awake with Ganja on one side of you and Pino on the other. You don't know that Ganja cured your wounds or cured your disease right now because you were out. You just know that Pino is the one who brought you back to life.
I look at Pino. This almost makes up for the gold you stole from me, mate.
Stop.
Almost.
That and the healing potions I've given you paid for.
That's going to be Pino's
Yes,
turn.
freely. We still in
Sorry,
turn
go ahead,
order?
Al.
I didn't know we were still in turn order.
Oh, I didn't. Are you guys still pursuing this dude? Because I mean,
I
if so,
don't
Oh, I'm
Yeah,
still
yeah.
in it. Yo, you just woke me up. It's my turn?
No, it's my turn.
No, it's not your turn.
It's gonna be
Oh,
Dad's.
all right,
no,
man.
no,
So
no.
I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say the same thing I said before. Yeah, mate. It's good that you pick me up. I appreciate it.
Anytime.
But don't compare gifts given willingly to theft. They are not the same thing, mate.
I know different. I know no differences.
I know no difference.
That means you fit in perfectly with the pirate crew, mate. But yeah, that's it. But what happened to him? Did you get him?
Dab is in pursuit.
Joe, my
Crime, and he helped me
10,
up.
15, 20, 25, 30. And then Misty Step bonus action for another 5, 10, 15,
Oh,
20,
shit!
25, 30. And cantrip, because I can use a cantrip and a spell. Firebolt. 120 feet.
Get him, mate.
120 feet.
And I got plus
How do you
1
want
to
to do
hit.
this?
Yes!
The tiny little gnome manages to catch up to him. This guy's faltering right now. It doesn't matter what you send. He had 1 health left. So
So being that
doesn't
I'm a
matter
deep
what-
gnome, I seen everything that was going down. I'm at home in the dark, and I scurry my little feet up onto him, and it's like really fast, and all of a sudden you see zzz, and like lightning, I flash 30 feet closer to him, and I fire out a firebolt at him and say, "You can run, but you can't hide." And it hits him right in the chest. He just ignites in flames, and I said, "That'll be the end of the Blue Lagoon," and he just falls and burns into nothingness.
I take it back. We can call it the dab din.
that was impressive. I think Dab had that he had that on lock the
Oh
minute.
man, Dab.
That was
What
good
a shot, mate.
Nice.
That was a good shot. It
But
all
I'm
came
gonna
down
say
to
something.
because if you
One more
missed,
thing.
you're gone.
Shout out to Richter, because if Richter didn't hit him from deep, this wouldn't have been able to happen.
No, that's facts.
Hell
Shout
yeah.
out to Richter, bro.
I don't know about that because Dab, just for fun, roll the damage. It would have killed him. Dab would have killed him.
Yeah.
Why you had to
I rolled that.
team building
I rolled
mode?
that. I rolled
Oh,
that.
Bino rolled that. Oh, Dab's gonna roll it. No, Dab's wouldn't have killed him.
See? Yes,
Yeah.
go team, go. Team
Win.
effort, mate. Team effort.
So you
Fucking
have
right.
he's a bloodied pirate, sort of sitting off in the distance. He's sort of gone up in flames.
And
Unfortunately,
now,
with
because
the-
I'm so far away from everybody else, I'm going to take the opportunity to run up on him real quick and loot him before anybody else gets over there.
Man, you keep what
I'm
you
gonna-
kill, baby. You keep what you kill, baby.
I'm gonna pick up his armor and his scimitar.
Okay, the armor is just a standard studded leather armor. The scimitar, nothing special, just a regular old scimitar.
That's fine. I'm
Dab,
gonna walk
though,
over to
however-
Richter and hand Richter the armor and say maybe this will help.
Hey, Dad, how the fuck what did he have on him? Because how the fuck could he miss these stats?
That's what we're finding out.
Yeah.
So Dab, given the body is just charred and ash at this point, you don't get any clues as to what kind of individual this person was or this creature was. You know, you can gather maybe from some of the ashes and the bones, wasn't a human being. Definitely wasn't a human being. Somehow had some magical arcane power. Have no idea how. However, you do find a satchel there that has been burned up. But in there is a sizable amount of gold coins and actually a gold brick.
Oh,
Oh, fuck.
Can't tell me you're
So-
hiding that on your person.
So, well, I mean, it sits about it sits probably about 3 inches thick, by about I'd say 6 inches deep, solid gold, and then you find about 100 gold pieces as well.
so I'm going to take the gold brick and 25 gold pieces, and I'm going to put it back in one pocket, and then I'm going to walk up to the rest of the group with what's the remains of the satchel and the rest of the 75 gold in my hand.
I
You were
want to
totally
roll.
walking with a limp.
Is
I want to roll
like,
perception
down
to
to
see if I
here?
can hear the gold jingling on me.
You've currently got so I mean I'd be careful because so as you go and put it in your pocket, so before you walk back, you're in the dark.
Yeah.
As you throw it in your pocket, it creates a sizable like bump in your pocket, like it's hanging off the
Well,
edge
then
of your
I
rope.
put it up underneath my hat. I'll put the brick itself up underneath my hat.
Okay, all right.
And
So
I'll
the
put
brick's up underneath your
25.
hat.
I'll put 25 gold in my left pocket, and I'll have the 75 gold in my hands.
The 25 gold is far less obvious.
Yeah,
But even
I mean,
still-
you can't see.
Even still, let's see how this plays out.
All right, so you walk, but you can walk back to the group now for sure. Ganja, I guess, was already suspicious. Decided to throw a perception check up.
I'll throw the 75 gold down on the ground and say, "This is what I got. I kept 15 for myself." As
I
getting
want to
the final
point
blow.
in, guys. 75 gold is a lot of money for somebody to be carrying on their person. So just keep that in mind as you're role playing this.
So I throw it down and I say, "I kept 15 for myself as the last kill bonus. We can split this 75 amongst us."
I want to insight check him because I definitely think he's lying.
Make a deception check with advantage, Dab.
Why does he have advantage? None of us
So-
ever believe him.
Yeah, none of us ever believe him. And how are you holding this gold
His
brick
gold
that is
brick
6
under
inches
his
by
hat.
3
That
inches
makes
Yeah.
no
on
sense.
your head as a 3-foot gnome?
I'm very good.
brick
I'm
is
very
it's a
talented.
size-
Fucking
It's
head,
very
and he'd be
talented.
walking like this.
I
Yo,
did
his
it.
hat
Though.
is definitely sagging on the fucking
saying.
ground, bro.
Yeah, I did
And
it.
he just got
My
advantage
hat's,
with all of that
my hat's
shit.
tight on
All
my
right,
fucking
I'll
head.
take the advantage off. You got 14 anyways. I'll take the advantage off. It's fine.
And what are we
The
rolling to
You're
contest
rolling
this?
insight, so Ganja believes him wholeheartedly.
Fuck, Ganja.
Has
I
anybody else
can't
rolled
control the
insight?
dice.
Oh,
We still got the
Let's
guy.
go.
believes him and Gideon believes him.
Must have hurt his
I
neck.
don't believe him. I just can't prove he's lying. I never believe him. I never believe him.
So I'm keeping all of that. Oh, Richter.
Richter gets him.
So
Richter,
okay, no, wait,
Yes,
wait, wait,
Richter.
wait. With that 21, I know Richter's lying to me, so I pull the 25 gold out of my other pocket and say, "You're right. It wasn't 15 I took. It was 25," and then put the other 10 in the pile.
Oh.
And put 15 back in my pocket.
Yo, what is up with this hat thing, bro? I don't believe that hat shit, bro. Shit is dumb to expect us to believe that.
Well, I want to point out too. He is a wizard.
I rolled
There's no
insight
Yeah.
twice to see if he was bullshitting the second time.
Because it was a
I got-
second
And he
lie.
still
I think he
fucking
needs to
booked-
make another deception check.
Yes, get his ass.
was a
Ricky, 'cause
second
we're
lie.
all stupid. I guess it takes one to know one, huh?
This is tougher because I have to take into account the situation that none of you. So, I guess all of you would expect that he's lying in some respects. Maybe it's just more gold.
And that's why I
so
chose to go with the first ruse. So that way,
But
if
the
they
thing
did
about
roll
it is, your
against it,
other. The thing about it is, the one doesn't work. Is the one under the hat, bro.
I'm a wizard. I
brick
can
of
turn
gold
shit
and
into
nothing.
anything.
You
No, you
didn't do
can't.
any of
No,
that.
you cannot.
Then
You
I can
didn't
miss
do
the.
any of that.
I could keep it.
All you did was, bro, you put a brick of gold under your hat and walk around regular. No,
Yeah, I got a
you
tight.
go-
I got a really tight hat.
And there was
Nah,
a second
bro.
deception. Like there was a second.
I ain't worried
chance
about it.
at,
I don't
like,
know
there was
shit,
a
but
second
Richter
round, yeah.
does.
Imagine this brick that weighs almost as much as you as a gnome and is the size of your fucking
Gold isn't that heavy. Gold is
Yes,
real
it
light.
is. It's a 6-inch by 3-inch brick. Is pretty heavy.
Google it. How much does a brick?
Definitely
of gold
heavy
weigh?
enough to sag the shit out of your hat.
It's
Yeah, I
the-
guess
it's
maybe
the-
what,
it's
like
that
10 pounds? I don't
flat
even
down
know.
on my
I don't
hat.
even know. It doesn't matter.
So
I just don't believe that you'd be able to hold it there. There's no magics that you have.
Well, how
Technically,
am
that
I
would do it.
carrying all of this my fucking items around with me then? Because that's where it's stored. Is in my
Nah,
bag with
bro.
that.
You don't have the
Kind of the
dexterity
whole
to
thing.
do that kind of cheese.
You
If you
have a
had
little
dex, if you were a
point
dex
out.
person, it'd be one thing. If you were good with your hands, it'd be one thing. But you don't have any of those skills, and you can magically.
Can I try to
Alright.
pickpocket
So
the
a brick
can I try
of
to
gold
pickpocket
is
some of the gold from them while they're
27.4
arguing?
pounds.
That shit is
Yeah.
mad
while
heavy.
they're arguing, certainly make a sleight of hand check, Richter.
Thanks. I'm
With
trying to go for
advantage,
that other.
'cause these
15.
guys are
I'm trying to
balking.
go for that
They're
other
just
15
fucking-
gold.
So you're going for an extra 15 gold?
Whatever he slid in his pocket, he said, I have 25. Then he slid something in his pocket. That's what I'm going
You
for.
He didn't slide into his pocket. You're not going to be pickpocketing. You're basically picking it up from the pile that Dab just dropped on the ground
Oh, okay.
behind everybody's back. So how much do you want?
Whatever I can carry. But I only
Nothing.
got
Yeah, you go to slide for it. You gauge that the risk is too high. You don't get it.
Jesus.
This is a tough one. So what I'm
There's-
going to
well,
do is
there's-
create
There's
contact.
85 gold there. I'm
Keep
just gonna
the
grab
gold.
20 gold. There's
Keep the
85
gold,
there
man.
because
You're
he
not
put.
going to assume anymore?
Nah, I'm
Yeah,
done, bro. This is cheese, though, man. Every
I
time
didn't
we
do
have
good on
money,
my
it's a
insight
big ass.
check.
No,
theft
so
thing.
in my
It's
gear
not.
I have a backpack. So I'll say I put it in my fucking backpack.
But you didn't do all that. It's fine though. I
Because
don't
you
want to
guys
argue
say it
about
won't work
anymore.
underneath my hat. So if it wouldn't work underneath my
So
hat,
So if it,
obviously
if
I
it
would
wouldn't
put
work
it in
under
my
your hat,
backpack.
you're caught though, Dad.
Yeah,
That's the
but
thing about
obviously
If
I
it
would
didn't
put it
work,
in my
you're
back.
caught.
If I'm walking back in the dark and the shit's flopping around my hat, I'm gonna know it's not working. I'm gonna put it in my backpack instead.
Let's
I
do
didn't
this
think
very
I had
easily.
anything on
You
me.
got it, bro. I don't want to argue about it no more.
I'm making this decision right now. Everybody, if you truly don't believe Dab, and Dab is a pretty shady fuck, make an insight check, but Dab's gonna make a deception check with advantage. That's how it's gonna happen, because right now he already made a deception check and lost. And yes, you guys, you caught him in that lie, but nobody would be expecting a brick. So, or anything extra for that matter, because 25 gold is still a sizable pocket. So Dab's gonna get advantage, and everybody else is gonna do an insight check.
I see 85 gold. 4 of us who don't have any. I'm just gonna take 20, and I'm done with that.
So Ganja's done with it. Richter, are you doing an insight check?
Yes, sir. Just waiting for
All
you
right,
guys to
go
finish
for it.
arguing. I'll do it right now.
Pino, make an insight check, and Gideon, make an insight check.
No,
I'm
I'm
good,
just gonna walk
honestly.
over. I'm gonna
I'm
walk
done.
over, shake my head, saying, "I know you got something. I know you
I got a
got
17.
something." Just grab 20 gold.
So Richter's still contesting you. Oh shit, Dab. Oh, you got lucky.
How did? Yeah, he did.
Woo! So you managed to fool Richter for that, and the rest of them are still wary of you, but nobody knows what you have still, Dab.
In my backpack.
You didn't get a chance to take a look at that gold brick though, so I just want to point that out. You didn't.
Yeah,
see
no, I
any-
just rushed it and I put the 15 in my pocket or 25 in my pocket. I said 15 because I knew they were gonna think I was lying, and that would take the heat off the gold brick in my bag.
Okay, so that's gonna be it for those guys. The other two do have satchels, or sorry, the other two. The other one is completely gone. He's still running for his mommy because he's still terrified of Ganja.
Any fight you can walk away from, mate.
So there's still 2 guys dead on the ground who have satchels on them, and nobody's
I'll
decided.
check the Achilles heel guy.
Still 45 gold sitting in a pile on the ground too.
There is still 45 gold sitting in a pile on the ground.
I don't who's gotten some? Has everybody gotten already?
I got
Me
15
and
in my
John-
pocket.
John just
So
got
Gav's
20. I got 20.
pocket 2020.
Richter didn't get any because he managed to not steal anything
So
from.
I'd say 20 each to Gideon and Richter, and I'll take the remaining 5, and then it'll be even amongst everybody.
So 20
Yeah,
all.
20 each.
No, that's not right. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10.
Yeah, you had 15.
20.
and then
Yeah.
you
Right
get the
about
extra
5 is 100.
So it's
Yeah,
45.
20 each. It's just if you do 20 each, it's 20 each.
All right.
20 each, it's 100 gold
Um,
pieces. So 20 gold each.
And yeah, I'll check out the Achilles heel guy.
Achilles heel guy's got 15 gold on him.
Okay, then
I'll give
Throw it in the
everybody else.
pile.
I'll give everybody 3 gold out of that.
Okay, and anybody checking the other guy?
Sure.
All right.
I'll check him.
All right, Pino, 15 gold as well.
Yeah, so I just tossed in the pile. Everybody gets their fair share.
All right, so we'll toss that in the pile. So you guys, so Gideon, the last thing you remember before going down was this black poison inside of you that you felt sort of crawl up and then knock you out. But the feeling it gave you, and again, you're a strong pirate, don't get me wrong, but the feeling it gave you was almost like it was almost like it took your soul. Like it took everything that was happy in life and everything that was good in life and just completely sucked it out of you before you passed out. It was something you'd never felt before, but something you'd heard about. So in the ways of the red wave, you've heard about this particular poison. It's a synthetic poison. It doesn't happen to occur naturally. It's created by very, very strong mages, and it's called Assassin's Blood.
And he didn't have any of that when I looked on him.
He did not. Well, you also singed him to a crisp. So, the dagger was there. You did find his dagger, however, it didn't have anything on it.
And his
But
dagger's
Gideon,
nothing special,
you-
right?
What was the name of that poison?
Assassin's Blood.
And his dagger was nothing special, or his scimitars, right?
No.
No.
But Gideon, this was, I mean, again, Gideon is a strong individual. He won't admit this to anybody, but the soul lifeless feeling you felt is something that will stick with you for a while. And it's also something that you know people have had happen to them and never come back from.
Well, mate, they were not Gideon. But I definitely feel some type of way about getting stabbed anyway. And I feel salty because he managed to get behind me and stab me.
Yeah. Well, I think more so the biggest thing you point out, and again, you can feel free to tell this to your compatriots. The biggest thing you notice is that you know of the Corsairs of the Blue Lagoon. You know of this tribe. It's a rival tribe, but it's always been a rivalry. It's just that, a pirate rivalry. You've never dabbled in the absolute black magic amongst the pirate community of Assassin's Blood. It's never gone to that degree, and Assassin's Blood is, like I said, is a horrific death for one, but also
It's expensive.
manages to. Go ahead.
I couldn't imagine them having the kind of money that it would require to purchase such a weapon.
Money, or even the forthwith to find out who has it. You are completely baffled inside more than anything of how somebody got a hold of that poison. You know what you got hit with because you know the symptoms so well from your time in the Red Wave. You just have no idea, and it concerns you a little bit as to how the hell did they find out or get a hold of this stuff.
Yeah, there's the whatever he attacked me with. I've never known these fucking bumbling idiots to be so proficient. They're killers, sure, but never this skilled, never this effective.
So do you think he was targeting you personally? Do you think he was following us, or did we just happen upon this guy?
He said that that we were unwelcome in this area. But
Yeah,
unwelcome
kind
by
of
who?
general. It sounded like a general idea, like your band of friends aren't welcome.
Perhaps. Well, he's dead now, so
Can't
another
question
another one bites the dust, I guess.
and you can't question dust.
I will say this to you, and I look around in a circle. You lot handled yourselves admirably. I didn't actually feel like I was carrying you this time.
I'm gonna reach out and cast Cure Wound as I pat him on the shoulder and say, "I feel like I might have been carrying you this time."
Well, it's about time, mate.
Shame.
It's just about time.
For 5 points of
Gideon,
healing.
Gideon, again, up to you. You again, you know that this stuff doesn't go away easily. You have no idea how you managed to get healed of that poison. It is your choice. It is Gideon's choice to express that, but you internally have no idea how you managed to get out without that poison in you still.
So he stabbed me with a bit of poison. How did it become? Well, I'm not poisoned now, mate. How did that happen?
Are you still hurt? Are you still wounded right now?
He just got healed by a decent amount with.
Yeah, I had 6 after they revived me, and then I just got 5 more from Pino. So I'm at 11 health.
I'm gonna go up, and I'm gonna stick my hand out to you, and I'm gonna grab your hand, and I'm gonna lay my other hand on top of it, and I'm gonna use my last 10 points of lay on hands on you to heal for another 10. Glad
So
to
you
have
feel
you back, my
another
friend.
overwhelming feeling of health and longevity, and rejuvenation back to you again.
I'll use his hand to get to my feet.
Yeah, I'll help you up. if
All
you're
right,
not up
so
yet.
once I'm up and he lets my hand go, I look him dead in the eyes and like, I still don't like you, but I appreciate the help.
Hey, we don't have to like each other. We just got to work together.
Yeah, remember
Survive
that
this
when you.
fucking
I'm trying
crazy
to remember
world.
that, being that this time you weren't chopping at my head. That was a bit of impressive work you did from within that net. Good to know that you're resistant to those type of things. Very good to know.
Well, I don't know. I just woke up feeling a little bit stronger, I guess, this morning. I went to the statue they have in Phandelver and asked some questions, and maybe I got some answers. I don't know, but
Keep up with it.
It's good to have you back.
It's good to be back, mate. What about the fellow you got? Excellent job, Dad. You roasted him to bits.
Absolutely.
Tried to run, but he can't hide.
Remember that
Yeah.
lesson I learned tonight. Damn magic users.
Yes, it always
Getting out
helps
of
to
my
have
reach.
also always helps to have an extra misty step in your back pocket.
That it does.
So, is anybody going over to the body to investigate or anything else? There's not much of a body. There's still ashes there, and I mean,
I go
Dab,
over just because I don't like
again,
his ass. I go over to kick his
yeah.
head and shit.
and well, his head's not there. It's ash at this point. It doesn't. I mean, you might be able to kick the skull in. That's for sure. Actually, interesting point. Dab, the reason you didn't get a lot of time to look at him individually, and the reason did somebody actually manage to put antlers on that? They did too.
And
Yeah.
there's a squirrel too, but I did a brutal job at the squirrel.
That is amazing. Sorry, I just caught that and it caught me off guard. Dab, you didn't get a chance to really look at the body much because you were just fucking elated with that brick that you saw.
Yo, as I walk up to him, the last 10 feet, I start to whistle "Dust in the Wind." All you are is dust in the wind.
You look at the skull. Gideon, make a perception check.
Okay, I want to kneel down and look at his skull, and I'll do a perception check. I hope I roll good. I hope he has gold teeth so I can dig him out of his skull. Wow, mate, you are not looking well, and I am so fucking blind.
Well, at the very least, you notice that is not a human skull.
Ah, okay. Well,
It's
what were you, mate? And I use my dagger to try to turn the skull and get a look at it.
So as you turn the skull, it looks like a human head at the top, and then basically the jaw just completely elongates, almost like say 4 inches down. It elongates, almost like it's a hinged jaw.
Oh, I think I might know what this is. What would I need to roll to take a guess?
Depends on what you think it is.
I think that I don't know if I would know this but in my travels maybe I think this is an elliptic or something shape shifting or something like that.
You can make a nature check, I guess.
I get nothing, so it's straight off 20, so that makes sense.
So, okay, I was gonna say I wouldn't have let him go off by himself either. I'd be there with him.
Okay.
Taking a look at this thing.
I'd be trying to finish my long rest at the fire.
I roll so bad today.
Yeah. You
I don't know what the fuck that is.
Of what this creature is.
Thank God Pino's around because I'm useless.
Oh, we're making an age.
Well, you're not over.
What is
you
it?
over there with him?
No, actually no.
I
won't bother.
as I move the skull with my dagger, I'm like, what the fuck is it, Pino?
So Pino,
Oh, my friend,
you recognize this as nothing natural. This is not a creature even by any means. This is a construct. This is an arcane construct that's been created.
What the
It's a creature
fuck?
that's basically been altered. Something similar. So you recognize the bone structures, and the basic bone structures look like that of an arachnid. So it's been.
Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
No, I'm just gonna do a little flavor of Gideon there.
Oh, okay. So yeah,
finish
so
your thought.
basically, it's almost the bone, and it completely doesn't make sense to you. The bone structure and how they join, because I mean, with 22 nature, you really got in there and you dug in. The bone structure and how everything looks, it almost looks arachnid. Those joints. However, it stood as a normal human being. You saw it as a normal human being, but it's a bastardized not even demonic, but basically a bastardized, mutilated construct of magic.
So I'm gonna look at Gideon and I'm gonna say, how well do you know these Corsairs of the Blue Lagoon? Because
I've never had
something's fishy about this.
Yeah, indeed. This guy's ugly as hell and he doesn't look like a human.
I feel like he was created.
Created? What do you mean?
I feel like
Created.
something has made this. I don't.
Yo,
I
are
don't
you
know
gonna
if
tell him the part? Did you tell him the part about the spiders? I mean, the arachnids?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I basically relayed all the information and gone off
so
from that.
Mate, wasn't there a fellow we were supposed to seek out? The Black Spider, I think his name was.
We did hear that name a few times in town.
And he's the Black Spider, and he is some kind of spider freak that attacked us, pretending to be a Corsair of the Blue Lagoon. I don't even think these guys are. Those flunkies of his were pretty tough. The Corsairs of the Blue Lagoon are quite weaklings, bro. They're not real pirates at all.
In my searching, did I find anything that would have been like significantly marking this creature as something that I would recognize to kind of pick up and be able to take to
the joints?
The
joints didn't join like a human knee. They joined like an insect. They joined like an arachnid.
Okay.
No, this is an ugly
Man, it's
fellow,
not worth
man. Can I pick up his skull and take it?
That might be.
We can.
All right, so I'm gonna pick his skull and I'm gonna sort of brush off some of the ashes, and then I'm gonna stand up. Whatever he was an interesting fellow.
I think he's worth looking into. That's for sure.
I tossed the skull to Pino. I'm not too good at that type of thing, man.
I just look at it as we walk back to the group. Kind of roll it around. I think we should keep this. Maybe find somebody who might know a little bit more than me.
Pino said he looked like a spider inside. That's what I say as I walked up.
Toss it over to Dab.
A spider.
Yeah, I know. I didn't understand it either, but I'm a sailor, not a fucking scientist.
Not just a spider. He was spider-like, but he also seemed made.
Like he was constructed of some sort.
Can I arcane check the skull now that it's been thrown at me? Even though I was sleeping.
Yeah, I was about to say it got rolled beside you.
Oh no! I chucked it into his lap.
Yeah, fuck this bastard. He's a gold bar richer. We all abuse his ass a little bit now.
You don't recognize shit out of it.
Rub your eyes, fall back asleep.
Yeah.
This guy has got to be the most useless fucking midget.
Hey, I
Well,
killed
boys,
him. I believe I'm the one that
After
made
the
his skull look like this.
Indeed,
that's a solid line.
indeed,
After the
indeed.
night we've
I
had, I
stand
think-
corrected. Outside of a fight, you're not much use.
After the night we had, I think we all deserve a little rest. Let the gnome sleep.
I did sleep a bit, mate. I slept a sleep of death very nearly. That stuff he stabbed me with, that's not some shit that the Blue Lagoon Corsairs would have. This guy, between this weirdo skull and that poison he had, he's a dangerous individual, he was.
Indeed.
And there was a fellow that we heard about, the Black Spider, right?
Yes.
I think so, yeah.
I can't help but think having the poison that he had access to our char grilled fellow over there, and him actually not actually being a human at all, makes me think perhaps powerful magical play is at work here.
Yes, yes. I believe we find the creator, we will have our answers.
Too bad we don't have a magician that can use this to track the fellow of some sort.
Maybe if we give him a rest, he might have a little clearer mind in the morning.
I'm already sleeping. Not hearing this argument go on.
We're
Yeah,
not
I could-
arguing. We're just talking.
I could
So,
definitely use a little bit of a rest.
Yeah. So I mean, your Bullwinkle and Rocky got pretty worked up during all of this, but they managed to settle back down. You guys sort of settle back in for the night, one eye open, but nonetheless more aware of your surroundings. You all sort of doze off to sleep. You manage to get that long rest. Gideon, you take a sigh of relief because it's over, but again, you're thinking back, and I don't think and you really don't. The party doesn't even realize how out of character that would be for someone of the Blue Lagoon or of the Corsairs of the Blue Lagoon. Looking around, by the way, during the nighttime, you also notice that the humans, the bandits that were with them, totally normal human beings, as they normally would. They went down, they got scared. I mean, they were basically just regular. So you're again. Gideon doesn't.
I have a question. I do have a question though. About the henchmen that got killed there. Here, the corpses. Are they actually Blue Lagoon Corsairs? Like, I want to check to see if they have the tattoos.
Check that.
I want to make sure that they are. See if they are, because they would have certain tattoos or markings that would designate them.
Check the color.
All the clothing and the markings do spell Blue Lagoon.
Okay. So these were Blue Lagoon Corsairs. I wonder who the fuck that guy was, because he certainly was not.
One more thought before bed. Perhaps he was a spider, and we just happened upon the man himself.
I doubt he would be
That's
so
a
easy to be
possibility.
put to an end, mate.
You
Come on,
almost died. It was easy for me, but clearly for you, it was a matter of life and death.
Yeah, I mean, even in the net, I was kicking ass,
That was serious
I-
shit.
No, not.
Well, okay, if we're going to be
Shady.
real, mate.
But
I'm
he's
just
always-
saying it wasn't
you know,
easy.
He's
I'm about to
always
say,
the one
I
who
fought
kicks
him-
ass.
I
So
fought him alone for how
Yeah.
long before?
Oh, you did.
Oh no, you did not.
Yo,
He
Dad,
was
you
fucking
never
standing behind me that entire time.
I only got
He was
advantage from
attacking you.
I only got advantage from attacking him one time because of you, Dad.
you
All
always
of the
kick
rest
ass.
of the
move.
time,
It's
all the
You
people
rest
that
of
always
the
he
kick
didn't
ass.
move.
So.
So as you
You
guys
always get
settle
kick
down
ass.
to bed, you guys are reminded that you're in uncharted territory at this point. You're in areas that are completely foreign to a lot of you. But seeing, and again, I want to point out something as well, Gideon. You recognize that dude. That face you've seen before. You mean your wave has been battling the Blue Lagoon for a long time, and the gentleman who you just saw was, by view, the real leader of the Corsairs of the Blue Lagoon. So you are just baffled as to how, for one, he was on land. I mean, pirates don't operate on land. Why are they here? So that one sticks with you.
usually when pirates are in towns and shit, we sort of keep it secret. Like, we really don't do a lot of bragging if you're not near the water to escape.
Well, and again, the one thing that kept you suspicious as well was the thing that you pointed out at the very beginning. Why in the world is a pirate claiming a piece of land as their territory?
Yeah, that's why I said that's up top. Yo, we're not near the ocean, bro. You wouldn't be doing this.
That's not the way. So all of those pieces really confuse you, but as you guys go to sleep, I think you realize that there are more difficult battles ahead, and you rest up for the next fight that will happen in 1 day's time when you get to the Old Owl Well. And with that, I think we will call it a night. We will let all go to bed. What's that?
It was a clone. He
Was
was
a
a
clone.
fucking. He was a construct. He was made to look like the leader.
Will we find out what exactly, excuse me, what exactly Gillidir was doing, and why was he such a strange construct? Will we figure out exactly when Dab will what will Dab do with his golden brick? Will the team ever find out about the golden brick? And will they manage to get to the Old Owl Well in one piece? We'll find out next week.
I gotta stop hanging out with you guys. You're a bunch of fucking thieves.
With that, we'll end it here. We'll be back again Wednesday with episode 11 of the Bacon Campaign / Curse of Strahd. I think we're going to do another Fan Friday this Friday. We'll see. We're not sure yet. And then we'll be back again here next Monday, 8 p.m. All of this will be 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Thanks for watching D&D with THC. We'll see you Wednesday.
Thanks for watching.